Right sa point, guys. Let's be patient dahil nilatag natin. What's important is safety sa mga fans.
Dientes puts it up against the glass. No, Mercado cuts up the inside. Nice drop. It's angled away by Junmao.
Look at the three guys from San Miguel getting down on that fast break.
Marvin, bang! Ni Chris Ross. Alam na niya kung saan pupunta yung pasa. Libre. Hirap.
Yan po yung play there for San Miguel. Still in total control of this basket. Looked like he's preparing for game number 2.
The huge advantage is San Miguel takes game number 1 of this best of 7.
Sa labanang palakasan ng tama, ang hamon ng kampiyon San Miguel Beer sa kalabang Ginebra San Miguel. Kaya nyo ba kami? Dito sa loob ng Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, after a 1-0 win in game number 1 ng best of 7. Ginebra tries to tie up the series this evening here at the Big Dome. Kasama ko po si Ryan Gregorio, I'm Charlie Cuna, mabuhay Pilipinas. Game number 2 of this best of 7 semifinal series sa ating Philippine Cup. And you know this is going to be a good one.
Oh, definitely, especially if you're San Miguel after that fantastic victory in Game 1. But of course, if you're Barangay Ginebra, gusto mo naman makabawi dahil talagang outplayed sila doon sa unang laban.
That's right. You know, you want to play good defense against a team like SMB, keep them down sa kanilang scoring. But the stellar scoring ng San Miguel Birang umiral sa game number 1. Ang dami nilang weapons kasi, you know, it wasn't even Junmar Fajardo who gave the Ginebra trouble.
Well, yes, they scored a total of 102 points. They had 16 threes. They shot 47% from beyond the white line. And not only that, they were able to force a lot of turnovers. In fact, yung Barangay Ginebra had 25 turnovers and 22 doon na score ng San Miguel. Fast break points, also a lopsided number, 23 points for San Miguel and only 11 for Barangay Ginebra.
Well, Barangay Ginebra is known para sa kanilang magandang at matinding depensa. Ngunit sa game number 1 ng seryeng ito, medyo dragging ang depensa ng mga Gin Kings.
Oh, they were just too tired in that game. Of course, alam naman natin, kailangan nilang talunin yung rain or shine ng tatlong dikit na beses at the way they played defense was just they were a step late. Obviously, physically fatigued and also may mental fatigue na rin na nangyari ron. That was the most number of points that Barangay Ginebra allowed in this conference, a total of 102 points. And they were actually good for being number 3 as our best defensive team in the league, only allowing 88 points per ball game. So that was definitely not the Ginebra San Miguel that we've seen all throughout the conference.
That's right, and our Carla Rizado was able to get some stories, some karagdagang kwento tungkol dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Puntahan natin siya at courtside. Carla?
After game number 1, Coach Tim Cone and Coach Richard Del Rosario gave a shout out to all of the diehard Ginebra fans na sana magpakita sila dito sa game na ito to be able to cheer their hearts out for their favorite team. Kasi sabi nga nila that physically Barangay Ginebra is okay but they are mentally tired. So napaka-importante ng presence ng crowd to be able to provide them the much needed energy to be able to get a win here today. Lalong-lalo na undermanned sila because Greg Slaughter will not be seeing action still because of that ankle sprain. Si Mark Aguiwa not sure to be playing today dahil masakit rin yung ankle niya. And Paulo Taha will also not be suited up dahil meron siyang strained MCL. So they really put a lot of emphasis sa importance ng crowd dito sa laro na ito. Back to you guys.
Well, maraming salamat, Carla. You saw on the lift the mga injuries na natamo nito mga Ginebra San Miguel players so far. But as Coach Tim Cone said, they'll just need to play through these injuries and try their best to even up this series. Let's talk about a matchup at the forward positions. Mga taga-Pampanga, pag-uusapan natin Arwin Santos, ang Spider-Man ng San Miguel Beer. Ito si Japet Aguilar naman, the leaping, jumping Japet para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Always a very good matchup, but Arwin Santos was just unstoppable in that particular game, especially from the three-point range. He had 23 points, shot 5 out of 8 from the 3 for a very high 62%. Prior to that game, he was only averaging 34% from the 3. Japet Aguilar, okay pa rin naman, 17 points, pero medyo mababa yun compared dun sa numbers ni Arwin Santos.
Well, the Spider-Man struck first, but you know that matchup will be something to watch sa laban na ito sa game number 2 as Ginebra tries to even up this series just with so many weapons as we mentioned earlier, Coach Ryan. And one of the biggest weapons, the most loaded weapons para sa Barangay Ginebra, Super Marshall Lassiter, you mentioned it, shooting from beyond that white arc. He's one of the best.
Oh, definitely. And especially if you go up against Barangay Ginebra because they will really clog the paint, make it hard for Fajardo to score inside. That is why importante yung mga outside shooters And Marceau Lassiter, 17 points, 5 out of 11 from the 3. Before this particular game, it was only good for 32%. So Arwin Santos, mataas yung porsyento from the 3. Pati itong si Lassiter, tumama rin. Kaya talagang napag-iwanan yung Barangay Ginebra.
That's right. Great three-point shooting from those two gentlemen that you mentioned, Santos and Lassiter. Tapos may nakisama pa, nakisabay pa. Unexpected, I guess, on the part of Barangay Ginebra. They call him now not Pesumal, but Tres Sumal.
Only 4.2 points per game on a 24% three-point shooting. But in this particular ball game, again, because of the defense that Ginebra does, mau-open talaga yung outside shooters. A quality breakout game for Von Pesumal, 18 points, 80% from the three-point range. And what was fantastic was 13 out of his 18 points he scored in the fourth quarter.
And you can be sure yung kumpiyansa niya napakataas entering this ball game. So he'll probably help them again if he can, if given the opportunity. Let's go to the guard matchup at the point guard position. L.A. Tenorio, one of the best. Chris Ross, one of the best. They went head-to-head. And in that game number 1, well, Ross is the one who played better.
Always a great matchup, but of course, Chris Ross is known to be a fantastic defender, especially against the guards, and a very good facilitator, while itong si L.A. Tenorio is a scoring point guard. In the last 3 games that he played against Rain or Shine, he averaged 17.3 points per game. But obviously, he was tired. Only 6 points, got 1 rebound, issued 2 assists. While on the other hand, Chris Ross, also the same number of points with 6 points, but had a better stat line. 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals.
Yun na nga, solid across the board na naman ang mga numero ni Chris Ross. So they'll need to mark that guy if they want to match up well sa laban na ito, itong Barangay Ginebra. Let's talk about a bright spot naman para sa koponan ni Coach Tim Cone. Scotty Thompson, this guy has been playing really well consistently. He's able to get rebounds, score some points, and throughout that ball game, he's probably the most consistent Gin King that played.
Well, itong batang ito, hindi talaga napapagod ito eh. Maraming mga kakampi niya played more than 35 minutes in their series against Rain or Shine. But medyo na-manage ni Coach Tim Cone yung minuto na yun, specifically L.A. Tenorio and JDB and even Japit Aguilar. But Scotty Thompson still played 37 minutes. He had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Parang normal numbers ni Scotty Thompson, but he definitely cannot do it alone. He needs help from all the other players here, especially because Barangay Ginebra, medyo limitado yung kanilang rotation because of injuries.
Well, you mentioned it a while ago, Coach Ryan, 37 minutes for Scotty Thompson in game number 1 of this series. Let's look at the minutes kung paano distribute ito kasi, you look at the veterans on Barangay Ginebra, it's like they need every minute to try to win this.
Oh, we've talked about L.A. Tenorio, 33 years old. He had averaged 45 minutes against Rain or Shine. Japit Aguilar, 41 minutes. JDB, 43 minutes. But managed again in Game 1, only 23, 27, and 18 respectively for the 3 gentlemen. But for Scotty Thompson, 40 minutes against Rain or Shine and 37 minutes against SMB. Medyo bata pa to 24 years old pa to. Kaya talagang pinukpok pa rin ni Coach Tim Cone.
And it was not enough, definitely, yung mga minutes na yun. So they might need to stretch the minutes of these veterans a bit more here in game number 2. When we talk about these matchups in the semifinals, in the playoffs, we talk about certain barometers. Ano ba ang mga tinitingnan natin? Sino ba yung mga player that if they play well, their teams can probably win? Tingnan natin itong dalawa para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Oh, without a doubt. L.A. Tenorio, 18.5 points per game in the 8 games that they've won so far, but only 13.3 pag natatalo naman sila. At ito namang, or rather 9 points only in the games that they've lost, a total of 6. And for JDB, 13.3 points per game in the last 3 wins against Rain or Shine. Pero drastic talaga yung pagkababa ng kanyang numero tuwing sila ay natatalo.
When you talk about San Miguel having all those offensive arsenal and all those firepower na nakuha nila sa game number 1, si Kraken, relax lang. 9 points lang. First time niya sa buong conference, hindi umabot sa double digits. So that's a concern on the part of Barangay Ginebra, definitely.
Well, what he displayed really was his maturity as a basketball player and his great understanding of the game, and also his knowledge as to how Coach Tim Cone is defending him. And as a result, he had limited touches inside. He was more than willing to pass the ball, especially if there's help side defense. And the problem really is, pag na-involve ni Kraken yung kanyang mga teammates, they are hard to stop. In their game against TNT, he had 35 points. But in that particular game, in game 1, he only scored 9, and yet they were able to win by a mile.
Let's go over to Noel Zarate, ang ating venue announcer for the starting lineup.
And the San Miguel Beermen. Beermen lead this best of 7 series 1-0. And now, let's meet the starters. First, for Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. A 6'9" center from Sasmuan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. A 6'6" forward from San Mateo Rizal, number 12, Prince Capiral. A 6'7" forward from Escalante Negros Occidental, number 38, Joe Devance. A 6'1" guard from Tigos Davao del Sur, number 6, Scotty Thompson. And a 5'8" guard from Nasugbu, Batangas, number 5, L.A. Tenorio. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel is Tim Cone. And now the starters for the San Miguel Beermen. A 6'2" guard from Leyte, number 6, Chris Ross. A 6-foot guard from Quezon City, number 5, Alex Cabagnot. A 6'3" forward from Ilocos Norte, number 13, Marshall Lessiter. A 6'4" forward from Lubao, Pampanga, number 29, Arwin Santos. And a 6'10" center from Cebu, number 15, Junmar Fajardo. Head coach for the San Miguel Beermen is Leo Austria. Our referees for this game, Peter Malo, Sherman Pineda, Ray Watson, Jerry Arendal.
Ang hamon ng kampiyon, kaya nyo ba kami? Madalaman natin after 48 minutes or more of action, Coach Ryan and Ginebra, of course, hard-pressed to win this game, to tie up the series at 1 game apiece dahil ang team sa best of 7 umakyat ng 2-0 sa standing. 83% of the time, nananalo ng buong serye.
Nako.
Diba? So, we'll see what happens. They're gonna jump it up at center court. Yung dalawang pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Arwin Santos and Japet Aguilar. Nakaputi ang San Miguel. Nakapula naman itong Barangay Ginebra, and Japet wins the tip. First possession to the Gin Kings. First quarter brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. Simulan ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. Prince Capiral. Short on the first attempt, but Japet slaps Junmar right in the face, trying to steal that ball away. Referee apparently didn't see it. So Junmar still holding on to his right eye, and there's an injury timeout na tinawag. Officials timeout by the referees because Junmar hurt. He's hurt.
Definitely inadvertent, hindi talaga sinasadya. Tumapik lang itong si Japet Aguilar at tinamaan itong mata ni Junmar Fajardo. So tinitingnan ng ating physician. Let's take a look at it once again.
From upstairs, we'll see. Yun, pag-swipe niya. Probably a finger, no? Na tumama dun sa kanang mata ni Junmar. Kaliwa pala ni Junmar Fajardo.
Sunod chine-check niya ngayon. Tinakpan niya yung kanyang isang mata kung may vision siya doon sa tinamaang mata niya.
And if you see the angle kung paano nangyari yun, nakatayo si Junmar, nakatalikod siya kay referee Peter Balao. That's why Peter Balao was not able to see it sa laki ni Junmar Fajardo. So, 30-second timeout has been charged dito sa San Miguel Beermen after they assess the Junmar situation and decide whether iuupo muna siya. At mukhang ganun na nga ang mangyayari. Let's see. Still waiting for the final assessment. So, barely 20 seconds into this ball game, may stoppage na agad tayo.
Oo nga eh. Pero pinagpag na lang.
Okay.
Gumawa ng konting luha. Di ba may ganun yun, yung parang napawing ka. Kailangan mabasa-basa mo ng konti and mag-stabilize yung vision. At hopefully, nothing wrong dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Yun naman, magkaibigan naman itong kabilang players na to eh.
Nagtulakan pa nga ng konti.
Yes.
Parang, pero nakangiti. As usual, Junmar Fajardo. Okay, Cabagnot goes to Arwin Santos. He hit a bunch of threes last time. Kubantay sarado na sila Muraria. Unang attempt ni Arwin is a miss. Scotty up to Japet. Japet, 17 points in game number 1. Joe Devance, who had to sit out the first few games ng ating Philippine Cup, has come back and helped them tremendously. Palitan ng mintis ang Arwin Santos at Japet Aguilar. First two offensives. Chris Ross. That's a three para umpisahan ang scoring dito sa game number 2.
Again, that outside shot, it is a shot that Coach Tim Cone is allowing, especially Chris Ross, but it's gonna be a bad sign kung yung unang tira ni Chris Ross tumama agad, tumataas yung kumpiyansa nito.
Sinagot naman ni Scotty Thompson ang tres. Tabla tayo.
He had 3 3-pointers in game 1. He attempted 6 times. He was good for 50%. So it's no longer a developing skill for him. Talagang mukhang maganda na yung kanyang kumpiyansa from the outside.
Here's that shot from Chris Ross. Paymaya play at sa atin ng Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Thompson goes to Capiral. He's underneath. Had to pass it out to Japet. Japet, ginagawan ni Chris Ross. Chris Ross will go straight up and get that shot. Meron pang reach-in foul si Joe Devance. And one opportunity for this guy, Chris Ross.
We've talked about it. Barangay Ginebra should take better care of that basketball. They turned the ball over 25 times. At kung ganito ang mangyayari, nako, baka mamroblema na naman sila sa San Miguel.
Steal is brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Bonus free throw brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. And guess what? 6 points na si Chris Ross. Yun na yung total niya sa game number 1. Nakuha na niya agad dito. Carla, you have something for us?
Sabi ni Chris Ross, a lot of people have been praising San Miguel's offense, pero para sa kanya, defense is still priority because in the end, it will be defense that will win them another championship. At sabi niya, you know, getting to take a great player like L.A. Tenorio out of his rhythm is a big key to winning the series and a big responsibility for him. And he takes a lot of pride in doing a good job noong game number 1. And he's hoping that's something he can consistently do all throughout the series. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, you can't argue with that sapagkat they are the 3-time defending Philippine Cup champions. But L.A. Tenorio able to extricate at nakapasok sa ng tres tabla at the score 6-all. They're getting things in multiples of 3.
Oh, and what is important if you're Barangay Ginebra is to have a lot of possessions because they simply turn the ball over not just in game 1 but all throughout the conference. So they need a lot of second chance opportunities. They force a lot of turnovers so that they'll have more chances to go for their shots and points.
Tenorio the miss. Junmar the rebound. Up ahead of the pack was Lassiter. Nabigay kay Chris Ross sa may kaliwa. All the way in Chris Ross. Kulang ang Pectus. Nakuha ni Scotty Thompson ang rebound. They're running here in the early goings. Joe Devance goes to Capiral. Reliable perimeter jumper. And he knocked that one down.
He had solid game in game 1. He had a total of 8 points and majority coming from the perimeter jumper. So as far as Coach Tim Cone is concerned, two-way player ito sa Capiral. One is he has to at least delay and limit the options of Fajardo. It's not going to be easy, but at least he can also contribute on the offensive end.
Well, as shown right there, you said it wasn't going to be easy. Kita mo, nakuha sa poste ni Junmar. Konting turn, finger roll na agad. 2 points na.
Kaya maraming nanghihinayang dito eh. Maraming nag-anticipate na sana healthy si Slaughter. Dahil ang ganda ng matchup, one-on-one yun eh. Hindi
right.
Kailangan masyadong mag-help side defense yung Barangay Ginebra. But hindi natin alam kung makakabalik siya sa seryeng ito.
Well, we'll wait and see sa progress ng kanyang pag-recover. Chris Ross humingi ng foul, walang tinawag. So, may numero. Itong Barangay Ginebra na si Chris Ross. Medyo atrasado sa pagbaba. Capiral. Bitin. Sa rebound. Natapik palabas ni Marshall Lassiter. And that ball will stay on the side of Barangay Ginebra. 14 seconds on their shot clock. Let's watch this smart move brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. First 2 points si Junmar Fajardo yun. Tabla tayo, 8-all. Just under 8 minutes remaining. First period in the game number 2 rather nito best of 7 series. Kabilang side naman ng bracket partner, Magnolia and Lex. And Lex was able to squeak out that game 1 victory. And well, we wish Mark Pringles all the best after getting injured. Japet! On the break eh. Nakalimutan. Nag-break away. Ito si Japet. Easy jump.
There was a problem with the cross match because on defense, hindi si Junmar Fajardo kumukuha kay Japet. So namumroblema sila. Sa transition naman ng Barangay Ginebra, wala nang kumuha kay Japet on easy bucket. That is what Barangay Ginebra needs. Easy 2 points for them to jack up their offensive points.
Ross underneath, siya naman napabayaan, pero Scotty Thompson, sinupalpal. But that's why you keep playing. You get blocked, pero kunin mo pa rin yung bola. Naka-issue pa ng magandang assist. Chris Ross to Junmar.
It's all about maturity. You don't care. You get that block shot. You just continue playing. You are correct. For as long as you get that possession back and score on that offensive set, that block is already erased.
You talk about unselfishness. Ross a while ago giving it up for Junmar. Ngayon naman si Japet could have easily put that layup in, pero nakita niya. Prince Caperal, walang bantay, screened off the defender. Easy 2 na naman for Prince.
Kailangan talaga may positive value itong si Caperal dahil may hirapan si Caperal yung kanyang pagbangga-bangga sa depensa against Fajardo. So dapat may offensive output para madepensahan din siya ng maayos ng kalaban.
Scotty Thompson, the king of the board so far sa early going. Naka-rebound na naman. Hindi na tayo nagugulat sa mga rebound dito si Scotty Thompson. Doesn't matter who's playing against him. Scotty Thompson now. Goes to Japet. 7 to shoot. Japet may baseline drive. Umangat. And he got hit by Junmar Fajardo. That's gonna be Junmar's first personal. Lagi siyempre binabantayan ang foul total ni Junmar. Panoorin natin itong fast break natin sa ating United Auctioneers Inc. Biggest auction company in the Philippines. Boom! ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bida. Free throw ni Japet, brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
So every time you go up against Fajardo, you have to be smart because you cannot back him down because he's very strong in terms of his post defense. So what Japet Aguilar is doing, which is second nature to him, is that face-up attacking Junmar, who is probably a little slower, especially if he's coming from the perimeter.
Okay, dribblers, open your Moneyball apps. Baka manalo kayo ng 3,000 pesos. Nandito na ang ating unang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Sino ang pinakahuling player ng Barangay Ginebra na nanalo ng Best Player of the Conference Award? Number 1, Mark Tagiwa. Number 2, L.A. Tenorio. Number 3, Greg Slaughter. Pindot na. Clue. Di pa siya naglalaro sa laban na ito. Nakatulong kaya yung clue ko?
So dalawa yun? Okay.
Diba?
Alam mo, magaganda yung mga tanong dito sa Phoenix eh. Di ba? Maano ka eh. Yung ma-enganyo ka talaga.
Diba? That's a 3 on the fast break mula kay Alex Cabagnot. Stop and pop tres, binabasa isa, lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Ang ganda rin ng laro dito si Alex Cabagnot in game number 1.
Oh yes. Marami talaga, especially the perimeter players. They scored a lot. We've talked about Pesumal, we've talked about Lassiter, but itong si Cabagnot, he gives a different dimension dito sa offensive attack ng San Miguel. For example, hindi na sila makaposte, pwedeng mag-pick and roll to master pick and roll player itong si Alex.
Gusto sanang back-to-back mintis ang kanyang tira mula sa labas. Junmar, maganda ng box out itong Barangay Ginebra. They get the ball back, up by 3. Japet lost it. Junmar will pick it up. He'll bring it. Point guard ito si Junmar. Pass it to Marshall sa may kanan. The drive. Binagsak kay Arwin. Fading away. Tinamaan ni Scotty. At foul ang tatawagin kontra Thompson. Free throws para kay Arwin Santos.
Very important really for Barangay Ginebra not to throw a lot of balls here. Ito, magandang execution to.
Smart assist dyan. Natin sa atin ang Smart. Be there like never before. Ginebra calls the timeout. They're up by 3. Babalik po ang PBA Semifinals dito sa ESPN 5. We are at the Big Dome, Smart Araneta Coliseum. Arwin Santos at the line for 2 free throws. He misses the first. Ito si Arwin Santos, Coach Ryan, you know, he sometimes, kala mo, wala masyadong ginagawa. Jump shot lang. Pagkatapos ng game, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Ganun yung mga stats eh.
And they just had a fantastic ball game in game 1. He scored a total of 23 points. He shot 5 out of 8 from the 3. And yung player efficiency rating pa niya, every time he was inside, his team was plus 22. So ganun ka-importante yung ginawang performance ni Arwin Santos nung unang laban.
So spectacular feed mula kay Tenorio to Joe Devance inside to stretch the lead to 5. Ngayon si Rock naman ang tumanggap. Sa pag-roll niya sa basket, partner niya si Cabagnot ang makakredit ng assist.
Again, because of the time that L.A. Tenorio plays, masyadong extended yung minuto. It is also important for you to attack his defense, and that is what Chris Ross is doing in this ball game. A total of 8 points already foresee.
Well, look at this. Prince Caperal starts this ball game. May 6 points na siya playing credible defense kontra sa big man na si Junmar Fajardo. So, what a bonus he has been here in the first period para kay Coach Tim Cone.
Oh, definitely, especially because of the absence of Greg Slaughter. Remember, when he was drafted by, well, it's not Barangay Ginebra drafted him, pero nung nailagay sa free agency itong si Caperal, ang sinabi ni Coach Tim, itong si Prince is fit to be a king.
Well, that's a Pay Maya play that he just did, brought to us by Pay Maya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Pay Maya app. Well, they did lose a big man when they traded away Dave Marcelo, who was part of their rotation. So, they pick up Prince Caperal, who throws it up from outside. 8 puntos na para sa kanya, 7 ang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. He has been their MVP for quarter number 1.
Definitely, tama yung nabanggit mo. At remember, nung na-upset itong Barangay Ginebra yung San Miguel nung elimination round, there was also a surprise package. His name, Aguilar, but he's not Japet.
Yeah.
So ito na naman, yung surprise package ni Coach Tim Cone. 8 puntos na itong batang ito.
Back-to-back, Pay Maya play na naman. Brought to us by Pay Maya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Pay Maya app. JDV, kita si Japet. Inside to Prince, umaliyup. Di napasok, pero pupunta sa linya. Baka maka-double digits ito si Prince. Bago matapos pa yung ating first quarter, 3:05 pa ang natitira dito. Pag sinabi mo mga lucky kunot, sobrang swerte sila dito ngayon sa first quarter.
Finding mismatches, this is what Barangay Ginebra is trying to do. In the post, Caperal against Lassiter, they can run a high-low play because Caperal is at least 3 to 4 inches taller than Marshall. So, yung 3 big ni Coach Tim finally was able to find his advantage. And guess who is in the house? JJ Helterbrand.
Yan na ba yung pang-inspire ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra? Dati si Jowo yun eh. Ngayon JJ Helterbrand
JJ
na.
na.
Baka ipagsabay dapat yan somewhere along the way, di ba?
Tama yan.
Di ba? But of course, beside him were the 2 injured Ginebra Kings, Greg Slaughter and Paulo Taha. Paulo Taha hurt his knee in game number 1. Greg Slaughter did not play. So right now, it's a 9-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Prince Caperal, binubuhat ng Gin Kings. Historically, pag sinabi mong Ginebra, tapos Prince, Vince Hiso na may isip mo. Vince the Prince. Pero ngayon, Prince Caperal, 10 points in the first quarter. Talagang making a name for himself, at least in this first period.
Again, an incredible pickup for Barangay Ginebra, especially because of the absence of Greg Slaughter. A total of 10 points for this guy who entered the draft in 2014. He was picked in the second round, number 17 overall by Global Port. He had stints with the Barako Bold and Phoenix Fuel Masters. The last time that he played for, the last team that he played for rather, was Kia Picanto. At ito na nga, nung binaba sa free agency, kinuha agad ng Barangay Ginebra at tuwang-tuwa na naman itong si Coach Tim Cone sa kanyang bagong player.
Coming out of the timeout, Arwin Santos playing up the crowd after getting jeered and booed. Pinasok na yung tres na yun, una niya sa laban na ito. Good defense inside, supalpal si Caperal, kicks it out, there's time. Scotty, sinagot ang tres ni Arwin.
And it's all about making the right decision. Because of the offensive firepower of Caperal, as soon as he entered that paint, 4 guys collapsed to him, and that left itong si Scotty Thompson open for his second 3 in the ball game.
That's right, and 2 threes from Scotty Thompson. Yung laging pinupuna sa laro niya is kulang daw sa consistency. Ang outside shooting ni Scotty Thompson, if he can master that kind of a shot and bring it in a bit, perimeter hanggang 3-point, grabe na talaga ang yung potency nito si Scotty
Oh
Thompson.
yes, we've talked about it in game 1. He took 6 shots from the 3 and was able to make 3. So 50% from the 3-point range. At ngayon, dalawa na agad yung kanyang binibitaw. Didepensahan mo na ng maayos yan.
In the post, ito si Junmar Fajardo. Inatake ang depensa ni Prince Caperal. Draws a foul. And Junmar will go to the line. Tama ba? Will they say shooting o sa baba lang? Shooting, no? So dalawang free throws para kay Junmar Fajardo. Okay, dribblers, tama sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 3, Greg Slaughter. So yun yung sagot. Siyang huling Barangay Ginebra player na naging best player of the conference. That was just last conference, yung third conference ng 42nd season.
At nag-champion sila ron.
Correct.
Diba? Kalaban yung Meralco Bolts. At to, si Commissioner Willie Marshall, of course, with Bongo. And si Ipe, idol ko yun. Philip Salvador.
Alam mo, may balita tayo kasi one of the segments ng ating PBA All-Star Game na malapit na, parating na sa Mayo. Sa Davao gagawin.
Okay.
Ito daw si Bongo sasalit sa 3-point shootout.
Aba,
Diba?
maganda yan
Oo,
ha.
diba? Let's see kung ano. Friendly mga rims doon. Davao.
Dapat.
Diba?
tama.
Hometown yun.
Oh yes.
Scotty Thompson from the right. Bitin sa kanyang attempt. Junmar the easy rebound. 6 points hinahabol ng San Miguel Beer. 1 minute and 22 remaining first period. In game number 2 of this series, Cabagnot fades away. Wala. Manuela Frofer packed it over to Junmar Fajardo. Alam mo yan yung peril of being a big guy na katulad ni Junmar. Pag rebound mo ng bola, dami sumusunod, dami pinapasok-pasok yung kamay dyan. You get jab kanina, natamaan sa mata. Yan ang dahilan kung bakit nag-umpisa mag-gaggle dito si Karim Abdul-Jabbar. Kasi lagi nasusundot yung mata niya.
Nasusundot sa mata. Tsaka may bagong move itong si Fajardo Yung pagkahawak na yung bola, yung ball fake. Di ba? Talagang totally fooled yung mga bantay minsan
They keep the ball. Yancy De Ocampo is in the game. Halos same height kay Junmar. Let's see if Yancy can contribute. Pero ngayon, Alex gets into the lane. Scores another 2. Lead is down to 4. We're under a minute remaining in quarter number 1.
Again, the other dimension in the game of San Miguel with Alex Cabagnot inside. Even if you rest Junmar Fajardo, meron pa rin silang point of attack on offense. Either pick and roll plays or di kaya yung kanyang mga floater.
Jervy Cruz, halos sigurado. Perimeter jumper from this fellow. Shoots such a high percentage from there.
Very good quarter here for Barangay Ginebra. Total of 29 points for them already in game 1. In the first quarter, they were only good for 20 points and they allowed San Miguel 26. So on both ends, abante itong barangay.
Alex Cabagnot with a tunay na lakas move. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos mo. Offensive foul tinawag kontra kay Alex Cabagnot. With only 35 seconds to go in the period. Jervy. Goes to Thompson. Balik kay Jervy. Tumama sa kanyang tuhod. And nakuha ni Gabi Espinas. Ross checks the clock. 2-second difference between shot clock at game clock. So halos last second na ito. Last opportunity here. The first goes between two defenders. Cabagnot fakes the pass and gets knocked down. Pupunta sa linya si Alex Cabagnot. What a smart move mula sa kanya. 2 free throws with 9.5 Coach Ryan remaining.
Again, that pick and roll. He was able to split 2 defenders. He was wide open there. Last line defense was the big man of Barangay Ginebra. But nothing to do anymore under dire circumstances like that but to foul Alex.
Swishes the first free throw. Mamaya, bago pag-umpisa natin ang second period, yan si JJ Helterbrand, katabi na ni Carla Lizardo. Kakausapin ni Carla si JJ. So, kayo nga alis. Stick to ESPN 5 lang kayo para marinig nyo kung ano masasabi ni JJ sa kanyang pagretiro, sa kanyang pagsuporta sa kanyang dating kupunan.
Oh, yes.
9.5 to go. Let's see kung makakahirit pa itong Barangay Ginebra. Lead is 4. Sinantay ni Sol muna. Makatawid ang bola. Pinulot. Umatake. Iniwan kay Scotty. Back to Sol. And he gets fouled. And that was a foul to give mula sa San Miguel Beer na ginamit ni Brian Irruela.
But he was called while Sol Mercado was in the act of shooting. So they've been trying to foul as early as 2 possessions with Alex Cabagnot pushing Scotty Thompson. Even Sol Mercado hindi tinawagan. At itong si Irruela, he knows deep inside him that they have 2 fouls to give. And yet, yung pag-foul niya, matalino rin to si Sol Pagkarinig ng pito, nag-act of shooting siya, kaya nabigyan ng dalawa.
That's right. You know, maybe a split second earlier, baka natawagan na sa baba lang. Pero ganoon ang nangyari. Pasok ang unang free throw. Mangat na sa 5, lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 2.1 seconds. So baka makahirit pa ito San Miguel. Let's see whether this shot makes or misses. It's a miss. Rebound taken by Espinas. Iitsa na niya yan. Wide right ang tira pagtapos ng quarter number 1. Lamang ang Barangay Ginebra ng 5. 30-25 ang ating score. JJ Helterbrand with Carla. Sa aming pagbabalik.
Welcome back to the 43rd season of the PBA. We are now here with PBA champion, MVP, and Barangay Ginebra legend, JJ Helterbrand. JJ, how does it feel like to be here supporting your team? How much do you miss being out there on the court?
Oh man, I miss it a lot. This is the first game I watched live since I retired, and honestly, I miss the environment, I miss the intensity, and I miss hearing the fans chanting Ginebra. So it's I'm enjoying it.
How does it feel like to see Mark wearing your number, paying tribute to his longtime on-court partner?
That's my partner right there, and I haven't even told him, but I appreciate it. And it's really touching, and I'm honored that he did that for me.
And how do you feel about Ginebra's performance in this game so far?
So far, so good. We just got to maintain it. Our defense on Jumar has been pretty good, and we just got to make sure we keep up the energy throughout the whole game and guard their shooters.
You know, the Ginebra faithful is here in full force. What is your message to them?
Guys, let's make it loud so that the coach can't make plays for San Miguel.
Okay. Thank you so much, JJ. Back to you guys.
Narinig nyo ang mga comments ni JJ Helterbrand, definitely a Ginebra legend, former MVP sa liga natin, 2009. Newly retired, first time pala niya manood, partner, ng live mula nung nagretiro siya.
17 years in the PBA. He joined Barangay Ginebra way back in the year 2000. He's a 6-time PBA champion. And ito, ang daming mga tao na dito sa Ginebra making a shout out to all the Ginebra hopefuls na manood dahil kailangan nila ng tulong against San Miguel Beermen.
Second quarter is brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka? Japet Aguilar! Jumper mula sa kaliwa. A bit out of his usual range, but he knocked it down. 8 puntos na para kay Japet.
Well, sometimes the defense will dictate the kind of shots that you take because San Miguel is sitting on a zone. That is an opportunity for the big guys to step out a little bit and shoot that medium-range jumper.
Eruela. Iniwan para kay Yancy. Kicks to Gabi. Espinas mo poste. Turn around. Tumira. Medyo under pressure na yun. Paubos na yung 24. That was a bit too strong. Balik ang bola sa Barangay Ginebra. Their biggest lead in quarter 1, 9. Now it stands at 7.
And in the first 12 minutes of play, on offense, Barangay Ginebra is plus 10. Only 20 points in game 1, and they scored a total of 30 here in game 2. On defense, they were able to stop San Miguel to just 25 points, at least 1 point less than the number of points that San Miguel scored in game 1, which was 26.
Great feed mula kay Japet Aguilar. So Japet has been passing the ball well dito sa laro. Setting up his teammates. Eruela got hit. No call. Misses the 3-point shot. Japet magkocross ng timeline. Binigay kay Sol. Scotty hinihingi sa may kabila. Hindi binigay. Cruz, one up fake. Stolen away. Eruela picks it up. Had to leap over Pesumal. Eruela atake. Goes up against Sol. Gets the basket. Hits the deck. Bounces right back up.
This guy, so much energy. He can also play tough defense against the guards of the opposing team, and he can finish fast break opportunities. Ang lakas ng pangangatawan nitong batang ito.
Right.
At may mga games na talagang siya yung instrumental sa pagbulusok ng kanyang koponan.
Well, he's had some big games, as you said, no? Ito si Brian Eruela. What a great backup point guard to have. Pesumal, bakbakan sa rebound, left touch. Shot. The ball stays with the red shirts. Tenorio back in the game. Scotty uupo muna saglit. Ang drive ni Eruela atid sa atang United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Pass goes all the way out to LA Tenorio. Ganuelas roster nakabantay sa kanya. Aljon Mariano nakapapasok lang kontra Von Pesumal. Aljon dropped it over to Japet. Jumper, kana naman. Pasok na naman. May isa mula sa kaliwa a while ago. Ngayon, kana naman. Japet is scoring well in the first half.
Well, a total of 10 points for him to tie the output of Prince Capiral in the first quarter. So offensively in sync, ito ang Barangay Ginebra, and that is why they're up by 9 points at the moment.
Eruela goes to Matt. Matt makes his move, and the hesitation results in a traveling call. And Ginebra may pagkakataon iangat ang kalamangan to its biggest in the game so far. if they can score on this play. Here's a Paymaya play. Again, brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Jervy. Just a good start para sa Ginebra in this game. Yan na naman! Japet Aguilar, hindi pinilit, i-reverse. Inantay muna, ano ba? Nag-inassess yung depensa muna, partner, tapos nakuha.
Again, the adjustment on offense. The read was, since Japet was already knocking shots from the outside, nag-rush out na ito si Junmar Fajardo, and his momentum and his quickness, he was not quick enough to defend even the slide of Japet Aguilar. Kaya madali yung pagkapunto si Japet down. A total of 12 already for the big guy.
You know, the big guys are showing yung mga passing skills nila kanina. Si Japet nakailanan. Nice feed naman, Junmar Fajardo for Matt Ganuelas Rosser to get the two. First two ni MG Arian. 8 minutes to go in the half. Tenorio, back to Japet. Swing to Jervy. Jumper. Mintis, bakbakan sa rebound. Foul ang tatawagin against Pesumal as he tried to box out Solomon Mercado. Paymaya play once again from Japet, brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner of PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
Again, those things who don't teach that. Coach Tim Cohn, of course, a master tactician. But the way LA Tenorio was able to at least delay yung pag-cover ni Fajardo ron because of this slight screen was enough for Japet Aguilar to elude the defense of Junmar. Di ba yung mga ganun, no? Hindi mo maituturo, experience na lang yung talagang magdadala sa'yo.
Well, vast experience naman sa panig ng maraming player naman sa matchup na ito. No? So many great plays. Katulad yan. Chris Ross, hands in there. Di na maipasok. Bakbakan sa rebound. Nakuha ni Tenorio. Bagsak si Chris Ross. Jervy Cruz. And he got tied up and the referee comes into the picture. Sumenyas agad ng possible flagrant. I-re-review nila yan. Pinapupunta mga players sa kanilang mga front courts. Hindi pwede lumapit sa mga coaches during situations such as these. Let's watch what transpired. Oops. And the crowd reacting sa mga replay.
And that is the kind of pesky defense of Chris Ross, that if you cannot keep your emotions in check, talaga maapektuhan ka nito eh. This guy really is not known to be a dirty player, but he's just rugged and physical. But to be honest with you, I did not see a situation there wherein matatawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul itong si Jervy Cruz. Nagbuhol yung dalawa ron eh, pero I don't think that was unsportsmanlike.
Si Chris Ross ang tinawagan ng pamamatid sa Sabana Technical doon sa play na yon. And much to the delight of the Barangay Ginebra fans here inside the Big Dome, at I'm sure the guys at home applauding as well.
And
F1 pala, hindi technical. Flagrant one. So kailangan umupo ng 3 game minutes si Chris Ross.
So all the while, akala natin, to be honest na, si Jervy yung matatawagan. Pero that mechanism, that slow-mo mechanism na meron yung ating mga officials, they were able to assess that particular play and they deemed it that it was actually Chris Ross who initiated that tripling violation, and as a result, he was guilty for that unsportsmanlike foul. So 3 minutes ang iuupo ni Chris Ross.
And a look of consternation sa mukha nitong si Chris Ross.
And
cannot believe it.
And the coaching staff of San Miguel, Coach Leo Austria, still complaining to our referees. So justice served here for Barangay Ginebra dahil itong si Jervy Cruz was just trying to play, kumbaga, aggressive basketball, trying to keep that possession alive for his team. At yun na nga, eto na yung chant na inaantay ni JJ Helterbrand na na-miss niya.
Yun na nga. 2 free throws para kay Jervy Cruz at possession ay maiiwan sa panig ng Barangay Ginebra even after the 2 free throws. Already up by 9. Now up to 10, looking to extend at the 7:23 mark. Si Ross makikita natin mga 4.5 thereabouts kung ipasok pa siya ulit dito sa first half.
Solid offensive game for Chris Ross. In fact, he was getting a lot of steals, scoring at will in the first quarter. A total of 8 points for him in game 1. It was only good for 6 points. But ngayon, uupo siya, tama yung nabanggit mo. 3 minuto, hindi makakalaro. So a chance for Barangay to increase their 11-point lead.
Goes to LA. Cruz ngayon. Napunta kay Aljon. Aljon di diskarte kontra Cabagnot. Aljon will turn towards the basket. Put it up. It's a miss. Sa rebound, siya rin ang kumuha. Hooks it over to Tenorio. Quick pass to the baseline. Chop it!
Multiple possessions for them, finding mismatches. They saw one, Mariano being guarded by Cabagnot that will force the defense to collapse. And as a result, itong si Fajardo also is really non-existent on that defensive rebounding end.
And Fajardo harassed inside. Nabitiwan ang bola, tumama sa kanyang tuhod bago lumabas. Balik ang bola sa panig ng Barangay Ginebra. Looking to extend this 13-point lead. Dribblers, open your money ball apps. Baka manala kayo 3,000 pesos. Nandito na ang ating pangalawang Phoenix Pulse Money Ball question. Sinong player ng San Miguel Beer ang nagdiwang ng kanyang kaarawan ditong nakaraang Biyernes lamang? Number 1, Arwin Santos. Number 2, Bon Pesomal. Number 3, Chris Ross. Pindot na. Mercado. Tanto na naman, Aguilar. And look at them move that ball around. It's a very patient offense from Barangay Ginebra. Leaning in was Sol. That's a miss. A rebound taken by Marshall Laffiter.
Good defense that time by San Miguel. They were able to switch mismatches. Nagulat yung Barangay. Wala silang magandang offense ron.
And finally, nahanap na ni Cabagnot si Junmar Fajardo in the correct position inside. He gets a 2 to go. We're almost halfway through quarter number 2. 11 pa rin lamang ng Ginebra. May foul na tatawagin kontra sa San Miguel Beer on the Tenorio drive. He kicked it out, so that's going to be a side court inbound for the Gin Kings. Panoorin natin ito.
Again, that creativity and unselfish play by Alex Cabagnot. If you allow Fajardo to get that deep underneath the basket, there is no way you can stop him.
The best you can do is probably foul him. Diba?
Foul him, yes. Make him earn it from the free throw line. Pero sa lakas niya, minsan pag mag-gamble ka ng ganon, pwede mong mag-end one eh. Madaling tira para sa kanya.
Well, it's an 11-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Timeout is called by the Pyramid. Well, no Greg Slaughter, no problem para sa Barangay Ginebra because Prince Capiral and this guy, Japet Aguilar, have been puncturing the hoop.
Well, he's reading the defense so well. 6 out of 9 from the field, 14 total points for him, and we still have 5:48 remaining here in the second. For some reason, he is quicker than Junmar Fajardo in this game. He was just so tired in game 1. Yes, he scored 17 points, but ngayon, yung 27 minutes of play niya, maganda yung naging rest na nabigay sa kanya in the whole of Saturday. And now, fresher legs for Japet, 14 points for him.
A miss from Capiral, mintis din si Cruz. Naputukan ng 24 ang Barangay Ginebra. Balik ang bola sa panig ng San Miguel. Trailing by 11, trying to play catch-up here in the second period. We'll turn it over to Carla Lizardo.
Kahit nakaupo si Chris Ross, he was really the guy bringing a lot of energy into the San Miguel huddle. Sinasabi niya sa teammates niya, just keep playing. Don't look at the score. It doesn't matter. And he was really forcing his teammates to capitalize on the fact na mas pagod ang Barangay Ginebra, telling them, trust me, they cannot keep this up. Back to you guys.
Well, we'll see about that. Of course, Barangay Ginebra shooting the lights out so far in this first half, which is one of the reasons why they're up by 9 at this juncture. Coach Ryan, yung tanong dyan is kaya ba i-sustain throughout the ball game?
Well, that is definitely the challenge for Barangay Ginebra. At one point, they were up by 13 points. Natapyasan na ng San Miguel ito, 42-29 earlier. But Prince Capiral, again, saving the day for Barangay Ginebra. 10 points in the first quarter, another 2 points here in the second quarter, a total of 12 for him. And what is so important is Junmar Fajardo must guard him, must
That's right.
respect him. Otherwise, magtutuloy-tuloy itong batang to.
That's right. And obviously, the front court ng Barangay Ginebra have outplayed the San Miguel Beer front court despite yung basket na yan mula kay Junmar Fajardo na 11 puntos na. Naka-double digits na si Junmar dito sa first half.
For Coach Tim, he's trying to pick his poison. In game 1, he doubled a lot. He offered help a lot. That opened up a lot of outside shooters for San Miguel. Now, in the last 2 possessions, one-on-one, Capiral versus Junmar. Yes, 4 straight points for Junmar, but at least on the offensive pattern of Barangay Ginebra, nababawian niya itong si Junmar. 14 Capiral, Junmar 11, so plus 3 pa. Ito player ng Ginebra.
Diba? Who would expect that, no? Capiral and Fajardo. Pag tinignan mo yung matchup na yan, parang hands down, Junmar Fajardo mananalo dyan.
Siyempre.
But so far, Capiral has really played above expectations at yun, nakamintis pa. Nakakuha pa ng mintis itong Ginebra. Aljon, looked away. Ang ganda naman ng look away na yun. Napeke si Arwin Santos.
Naisahan. Grabe tapang nito ni Mariano. Dahil alam naman natin, si Santos isa sa pinakamagaling bumlangka dito sa ating liga.
In the history of the PBA.
In the history of the PBA, correct.
Took it anyway. Ngayon, Junmar, basket. Chance for a 3-point play. And they're gonna keep going to Junmar. Try to milk as much as they can. The next 3.5. Try to close the gap bago mag-halftime break tayo. Ito yung play a while ago. Pass break. Atid sa atin ng United Auctioneers Inc. Ayun, look away. Biggest auction company yan in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bida. Sinagot naman ni Junmar at meron pang bonus free throw.
Just too deep. You allow Junmar inside the paint on 2 dribbles. If you want to foul him, make him earn it from the free throw line. But right now, 7 straight points for San Miguel Beer's 4-time MVP. And he's got a total of 14 to tie Prince Capiral.
Carla?
Junmar Fajardo only scored 9 points in their last game. Sabi niya, basta panalo, masaya siya. Individual stats don't matter to him. Pero sabi niya, it's a good sign for the team na nagsa-step up ang bench nila kasi mas nagiging unpredictable yung opensa ng Beermen. And sabi niya, he's very happy na meron silang constant growth every single year despite being the 3-time defending all-Filipino champions. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, the offense blew up there. Tapos yung momentum ni MGR carried him into Sol. It's a loose ball foul on MGR. If the ball heads back Barangay Ginebra's way. 3:08 remaining in the first half. And Ginebra calls a timeout. We'll be back. Well, magsasummer na. So, as usual, batang PBA na naman. May 8 to 11-year-old category. May 12 to 15 naman. Yan yung mga mechanics on how to join. Deadline of submission, 5 p.m. on March 19, Monday yon. So 2 weeks pa para, well, about a week and a half bago matapos ang enrollment or enlistment dyan sa batang PBA na yan. O, di malay mo, yung batang PBA, maging PBA player eventually.
Oh yes, definitely a great program here for the PBA. I was part of the PBA board nung diniscuss yun eh. At yung isang graduate nun, Kiefer Avena.
Ayun.
So great inspiration
naman
for everyone.
At all-star voting siyempre yan, no? Yung mga in-venue voting. Of course, you can also vote online. So choose your all-stars. Piliin nyo na mabuti. Yung talagang deserving. Ipasok nyo dyan. Capiral. Pwede! Pwede yung all-star to! Pwede yung all-star to si Prince Capiral. Based on this game, ha?
The way he's playing, he gets my vote.
17 points career high. Previous niya 12 lang, Coach Ryan.
Wow!
17 points already. First half pa lamang.
Magic bunot na naman para kay Timothy
Oh,
Code.
beautiful! Fake, but missed the shot, MGR.
It's just unfortunate, MGR, but you don't get half a point for that.
That's
You have to
right.
nail it.
Nothing. Devance napunta kay Capiral. Nako, bantay sarado na si Junmar kay Capiral. Have to respect this fellow. Inside position, Joe Devance. Sinakyan ni Arwin Santos. Pupunta sa linya si JDV. Speaker. Diba? Pupunta sa linya ngayon.
Not a lot of people realize it. The reason why JDB was open underneath the basket was because of this outside shooting of Capiral. In the next play, Junmar was forced to guard Capiral and nakapin down ngayon si JDB underneath.
At saka partner, he held the follow through. Running down na naka-follow through pa rin. Ganon katindi yung kumpiyansa nito si Caperal.
Parang Larry Bird
Oo nga, free throw nito si Devance, hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before. Alam, yung nanalo siya nung ano.
Three-point shoot.
Tinaas na yung kamay niya, number 1.
Number 1.
Diba?
Game over!
Game over. Nasa ere pa yung bola noon. Diba? Ganun katindi yung Larry Bird.
Yes.
The
15
best
puntos
yun,
na.
The best yun.
Oh, nako. Lakers ka ba?
Oh, kahit Celtics si Bird, believe tayo dyan.
Believe tayo dyan.
Oh, kailangan eh. You give credit where it's due.
Back in the bonus roster, 2 minutes.
Good
Matt
put back there.
Caruelas, oh, yun na nga.
Fourth point in the ball game for MGR. Sinigurado niya na.
Oo nga, sinigurado
Kanina din,
talaga.
diba?
Kanina medyo binaby ng konti. 13 puntos ang lamang ng Ginebra. They've been leading almost all the way. Pero, andun yung intimidation factor. Junmar Fajardo is a foot or two away from you. Mapapa, ano ka talaga eh, dalawang isip.
Mariano was surprised. He was wide open.
Marshall quiet so far here in the first half. Tenorio nagmamadali pero walang sumabay na nakapula except Aljon Mariano na nabantayan ni Cabagnon. If I'm Caperal, I would have put that up. Habang mainit na mainit pa. Aljon. 8 seconds on the shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. Aljon thinks he can take on MGR. Finds Caperal! Rattles out. And everyone was surprised when it missed. Ganon, kainit si Prince Caperal dito sa first half.
17 puntos para kay Prince.
Well, he's basically the reason why they're leading by double digits. Junmar on the way up. Na-bait niya si Prince Caperal na mag-reach. So 2 shots for Junmar Fajardo and Ginebra. Rather, San Miguel will have a lot to talk about in the locker room at the halftime break. Let's watch this high sa Tibay rebound from MGR brought to us by Eagle Cement. High sa Tibay. Free throws ni Junmar brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Ito na, binalik na si Chris Ross. Na-banish ng 3 minutes yan sa penalty box. Okay, dribblers, tama sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay Chris Ross. Number 3 yun kanina, si Chris Ross.
Birthday boy.
Birthday
diba?
boy nung Biyernes.
Yes.
33 years old. Belated happy birthday to you, Chris Ross, and welcome back into the game.
33?
33 daw. Yun yung sabi. Yun yung report na nakuha ko. Pwede
Talaga?
nagkamali ako, pero alam ko 33. Bakit? Anong tingin mo? Mas matanda? Mas
Hindi,
bata?
mas bata yan.
33 na.
Tignan natin.
No, pero pumasok yata sa PBA yun kasi medyo, ano na eh. Kasi ba galing siyang Amerika, ganyan. So, hindi siya 21-year-old rookie nung pumasok siya rito.
Hindi naman. Oo.
Wala na ngayon yun eh. Well, Junmar
Tama.
Fajardo, time to 33.
Galing
Oh,
mo, 33.
tama, di ba? Pay attention to the notes. Junmar Fajardo, well, double digits na siya dito sa first half and they've needed every point. Kung hindi, talagang iwanan na sila rito sa first half eh. Yung relax na Junmar cannot be sa laro na ito.
Well, understanding the ball game and reading the way the defense is playing him. Nung game 1, ilang beses natin nabanggit, he was double teamed, triple teamed, and his option was really to kick the ball out to his outside shooters. Tonight, it is just a single coverage against Caperal. And look at the way he attacks the defense. Even that time, the defense was late.
Tunay na lakas move yan. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. 13 pesos mo.
5 out of 5 from the field. And again,
Partner, hindi lang umi-score ang Prince Caperal. Feeding inside pa kay Joe Devance. Assist for Prince Caperal. 3 assist na si Prince Caperal. What a game para sa kanya.
all around itong performance ni Prince. At
Probably
tingnan mo,
his best game in his
oh,
career.
definitely, by far.
Diba?
He gets my vote.
Ayun. Arwin, bitin. Rebound, sino kukuha? Junmar. Makangalabaw. Mintis pa rin. Chris Ross na una sa bola. Second possession, or third rather, on this trip for San Miguel Beer. Last second shot time. Pwede sa bagay, 5 seconds pang diferensya. Lakas ng pasa kay Chris Ross. Saving it at the line. Lassiter picks it up. Double is there. 2 to shoot. What's Lassiter gonna do? Put it up. Got it. One more time. Nice pick. Nasa loob. The foul. Pero credit naman yung persistence ng San Miguel on that offensive. Di ba? Nakailang kuha nila.
Oh, they've been trying to get a clean shot, but the defense was always there. But tama ka, the persistence of Marcel Lassiter. This guy exploded in game 1. But in tonight's game, 0. So 17 puntos in game 1. Not a lot of openings from the outside shot, so he had to really be creative to find his first basket, and he got it from the free throw line.
Well, Barangay Ginebra will definitely be in the lead pagpasok ng mga dugout. Mintis pa ang second free throw, so 1 point lang para sa kanya. Kapiral, medyo nabitin na yun. Kung malapit-lapit ng konti, baka pumasok na ulit.
Sa sobrang swerte.
Para kay Prince yun. 55-42 ang ating first half score. And Barangay Ginebra after trailing 0-3 dahil naka-tres agad dito San Miguel to start the game. At sila tumuloy-tuloy na, nakuha nila kalamangan, hindi na nila binitiwan, partner. Bakbakan dito, up and down the floor. Aguilar, Prince Caperal really playing solidly inside, outplaying the front line of San Miguel Beer. Kaya naman lamang sila ng 13 when we end these first 2 quarters. Thirteen-point lead for Barangay Ginebra at the half. 55-42 ang ating score here in game number 2 of this best-of-7 semifinal series. And it's been an exciting matchup, but focus really is on the big guys ng Barangay Ginebra. Coach Ryan, Prince Caperal, Japet Aguilar.
Oh, definitely Prince Caperal. Started in this ball game, a total of 17 points for him, and he was simply unstoppable in the first 24 minutes of play.
Yung mga numero natin at the half, you look at the shooting percentage by 10 percentage points, Ginebra is ahead, but there's a crazy statistic third from the top.
I haven't seen anything like this. Barangay Ginebra had a total of 21 field goals, 51%. But look at the number of assists, 21 assists also. In other words, walang nagsariling sikap. Lahat ng kanilang in-score sa field, galing si assist. So this is really a clinic on how to beat San Miguel. You cannot do it by yourself. Barangay Ginebra by 13 points right now. You have to have a lot of man movements, a lot of ball movement, and look at Prince Caperal, 17 points, 14 for Japet Aguilar, Junmar Fajardo 14, Alex Cabadot 9, and plus 5 for Barangay Ginebra in the first quarter and plus 8 in the second quarter. Totally dominated so far by the Gin Kings as this ball game.
Third quarter, hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Passes inside to Chris Ross. Goes outside to Lassiter. They're in there together with Cabagnot, Santos, and Fajardo. Cabagnot attacks. Gets it off the glass. Sa panig ng Ginebra, Caperal, the main man, together with Scotty Thompson, L.A. Tenorio, Joe Devance, and Japet Aguilar. The lead is down to 11. Thompson pumunta sa poste. Nag-face ito si Japet Aguilar. Japet sweeping across the lane. Kinaliwa. Fell off. Pero andun si Caperal. Put back a miss. Akala ko madadagdagan na agad yung point total niya as we begin this third period. Cabagnot.
That was actually an easy shot for him compared to sa mga ibang tinira niya at sinut niya.
Rolling out yung jump shot ni Alex Cabagnot could have brought the lead down to single digits. Tenorio looking for Japet. Once again, Japet will face and attack Junmar's defense. Ninilabas kay Tenorio. Tref yan. Mintis sa rebound. Marshall after ang pumulot. Up ahead to Chris Ross. Japet playing trailer. I-reverse. He got hit. And that's a foul on Japet Aguilar. Take 2 free throws. Itong si Chris Ross who had to sit out for 3 minutes earlier in the second period for a flagrant foul 1. Yun, he knew the contact was coming.
2 free throws for Chris Ross.
Free throws ni Ross brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Pakibalita tayo, Coach Ryan, kay Carla Lizardo.
Sa halftime huddle ng San Miguel Beer, Coach Leo Austria said, Ginebra is playing big boy basketball. Their points are coming from inside, so we have to adjust accordingly. And they also learned not to take Prince Caperal for granted dahil siya nga ang lumalabas na magic bunot nitong Barangay Ginebra. And speaking of Prince, nakausap ko siya ng halftime. Sabi niya na the coaching staff really challenged every single guy on the team to step up dahil nga underman sila dito sa game number 2 and he wants to repay the trust na binigay sa kanya ni Coach Tim Cone. Masaya siya na naka 17 points na siya, career high, but ultimately it won't matter if they don't get a win today. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, you know, Coach Leo feels no nasa loob ng kukuha ng Ginebra kanilang mga puntos ng first half, but that's not entirely true because Caperal and Aguilar stepped out and hit jumpers from the perimeter several times. Coach Ryan, so it wasn't all in the paint. It was a mixture of inside and outside for Barangay Ginebra. Let's watch this drive brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc. Biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding ikaw, ang bida on the run. Scotty Lapid for Japet! What a play mula sa Barangay Ginebra on the break!
Tuwan-tuwa si Mama. Ibang klase naman yung fast break na ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra Ron. This is one way really to ignite and to excite the Ginebra San Miguel hopefuls plays like this.
When he was so excited, he almost lost his shirt. Coach Ryan. Dak-dak ni Japet. Iyawan ng fans. Non-stop cheer brought to us by Gulf Oil Power Track Motorcycle Oils. Make your bike run like a super bike with highest power retention all the time. Lead is up to 13. 10:06 remaining in the third. Ross looking for Junmar. They've been able to handle the offense of San Miguel Beer so far sa larong ito. Marcio atake. Turnaround jumper. Finds the mark.
So that's a tough shot. Only the first field goal for Marcio Lassiter. But this can be dangerous because usually he can be streaky. Pag unang tumira yan ng mahirap na tira, kailangan depensahan mo na dahil magdidikit-dikit yan.
1 point lang siya in the first half, Coach Ryan.
Yes.
On a split
Free
free
throw.
throw. Oo. Capiral. Wow. Wow. Wow.
This guy is unconscious.
Oo.
Nakakagulat.
May maganda pa doon. Poker face. Parang wala, nothing spectacular ang ginagawa niyo. Parang, I do this every day.
Been there, done that. Parang ganun.
Oh.
Why are you so surprised? Parang ganun.
Nice pass from Roth to Alex Cabagnot for the completion. San Miguel hanging around. Di pinapayagan lumaki masyado ang kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra.
Second chance points. A lot of opportunities to score for San Miguel. Dapat dyan talaga itong barangay should allow the white shirts to have just one crack at the basket.
Rumi-rebound pa ang Capiral. And a foul is called on Junmar Fajardo. So he draws that foul against the big man, the Kraken.
So we've talked about possessions again. A safe possession here by Capiral. He was able to get the offensive rebound and also caught a big fish. And nice assist pass there by Chris Ross.
That's a smart assist brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Prince Capiral earning the love of the Barangay Ginebra fans. His free throws are brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. 21 puntos, partner. 7 rebounds to go with that. Rattles out the first free throw.
And
Kaya naman sa
also,
ganda na laro niya, si Raymond Aguilar has not gotten an opportunity to play.
tama yan. And even in the first 2 quarters of play, it was not like he was jacking a lot of shots. He was also so efficient, and even his percentage was really respectable. He was 6 out of 10 from the 2-point range for 60% and 1 out of 2 from the 3. So maganda talaga yung gising at bitaw nitong si Prince Capiral ngayong gabi.
Ginebra still trying to solve, San Miguel rather, still trying to solve the Ginebra puzzle here in the third. Lassiter, hirap-hirap mabitiwan ng bola. Pinasa ngayon, umabot kay Ross. Balik kay Marcio. Saves it to Ross. Ross hit a 3 to start the game. Misses this time. Ginebra, Fajardo with the offensive rebound. Balls on the floor. Pile up na nangyari. Bagsakan ng mga players. Sino yung kawawang nataganan ni Junmar Fajardo? The bottom of that pile. Slow to get up. Junmar tumatawa-tawa. LA Tenorio carried the weight.
That's just
Junmar.
great effort here. And again, the passion, the emotion, the energy that has really endeared a lot of our basketball fans to these 2 teams. Look at that. 4-time MVP and the LA Tenorio. Parang kinraid na lang eh. Parang bata na winasiwas ni Junmar. But of course, no intention to hurt. But I think, lumaban pa.
At nakuha pa ni Tenorio.
Is that allowed? Di ba?
Yun
Siya yung kasali sa jump ball.
Well,
But,
yun yung kine-question ng mga coaching staff ng San Miguel Beer, but they have the ball anyway. Ross will attack. Capiral, the resistance. Arwin can't get it to go. At nakuha na ni Joe Devans who said, sandali, masyado tayo ng mamadali, relax lang.
Tama yun. At for San Miguel, they're definitely in a hurry because they had a lot of shots in game 1 from fast break. 23 fast break points for them. Kaya minamadali nila. But first, they have to have an antidote to this unconscious guy named Prince Capiral. And I will not be surprised at the end of this ball game. Baka maging King Capiral na to eh.
Yun na nga
Ma-promote na to eh.
That's right. 22 points total para kay Capiral. Here's a Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Sa dami ng Paymaya play, ni Prince Cup. Pero pwede na siyang maging endorser ng Paymaya. Sunod-sunod na yung mga plays niya. Kanina pa yan.
Puro siya na lang.
Pero
Pero ito naman.
Baka trumenta to sa game na to.
Yes!
Smart move ito. Itong play na ito, brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Jerby Cruz comes in for Prince Caperal. Hiyawan ang Barangay Ginebra fans because Prince Caperal has done his work here. Kinakausap pa ni Coach Tim Cohen, probably telling him, okay, but you know, room for improvement still. Diba?
Especially when he is trying to get that defensive rebound. Even if he gets that inside position against a much taller Junmar Fajardo, nakukuhaan siya ng bola sa likod. So probably one of the teaching points that Coach Tim was trying to tell his player was just face guard him. Push him out, make sure he doesn't get into the paint and let the other guys get the ball, but definitely not Junmar.
Well, there's another steal. Deflection from Marshall Lafter, but he can't even run up. Pagod na siya. Pass goes to Junmar. Ganda ng pasahan. Amazing fast break from the San Miguel Beermen. Lead is down to 10, 7:04 remaining in the third.
4 turnovers, missed shots, long rebounds. It will allow San Miguel to run, and even Junmar, total of 19 points for him, 10 points over than his 9 total in game 1.
Pass is too strong. Scotty Thompson taps it to the wrong guy. Di naman napulot ni Arwen. Finally nakuha. Up ahead to Ross. Ross will go up against Jabet and get the basket. Asking for the foul. None came. But he got it and cut the lead down to single digits. You know, despite the great play of Barangay Ginebra all around, San Miguel Beer sticking close, making plays, and keeping the lead to a minimum. Ginebra calls a timeout, but we'll show you first this Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, the official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Ang bilis ni Chris Ross getting that layup. And di niya ininta yung pagdepensa sa kanina ni Japet Aguilar. Hits the deck, no foul, but it's just an 8-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. So Greg Zilla still waiting to be unleashed in this series. What a boost he would be, but they're holding the fort so far here in game number 2 despite his absence.
Still unfortunate really for big Greg Slaughter not to play in this series. He has only played 7 out of the 11 games of Barangay Ginebra, averaging over 16 points per ball game. And I've always been quoted that if there is one guy who can keep in step, match up one-on-one against Junmar Fajardo, it's not gonna open myself up for a debate. It's definitely Greg Slaughter.
Tama yun. Arwin reached in. Pangatlong personal ni Arwin dyan. Protest naman siya. The call has been made. You have to watch it. Doesn't want to get deep into foul trouble this early with still 6:27 remaining in an entire 12 in the fourth period.
A huge challenge here for Barangay Ginebra. They were up once upon a time by as big as 15 points, but they are up against a very mature team, a very experienced team like San Miguel who doesn't panic. But now after being down by 15, they cut it down to just 8 points and they have possession again.
That's a great point, Coach Ryan, that you made. Hindi nagpapanik talaga itong San Miguel Beer. And look at Junmar, the great effort to try to retrieve yung loose ball na yun. Pero just ran out of space. Balik ang bola sa Barangay Ginebra. Shot would have been big kung pumasok yun. 5 na lang sana, lamang. Aagaw mula sa likod si Chris Ross. Naka-recover si Japet. Napasa kay Jerby. Mintis. Rebound. Nakuha ni Marshall Lafiter. Ball is on the floor. Devance finds Japet. You know what's gonna happen! Nagbabol pa sa tali.
Not giving up on the play. Ito yung si Japet Aguilar. A lot of possessions changing hands in that particular situation, and good thing you always want Japet Aguilar to be on the receiving end of this fast break opportunity.
Joe Devance really just great vision. Falling away, nahanap pa ni si Japet. Paymaya play atin sa atin ng Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Nagbabol ng bola ito si Japet Aguilar. Ganun katindi yung pitik niya sa talon talaga. You know, he was really going away from the basket na kasi nag-recover siya dun sa pagbabol niya.
And
Easy dak-dak pa rin eh.
Oo eh. Tapos medyo malayo pa siya dun sa rim. and by far really the most athletic big man we've seen in the PBA. Of course, may mga batang up and coming dyan. Of course, led by Kobe Paras.
Correct.
Na ganun din ang athleticism.
But he's not 6'9", so
He is not
yun na nga yung
6'9".
diferensya dun,
And
di ba?
is turning pro. I read out in the papers.
Yun na nga, we're all waiting. Kung ano ba mangyayari talaga dyan? Ano magiging future dito si Kobe Paras, no? With the way things are going.
PBA pro ba yun o susubok din sa US? Parang hindi clear no?
Dami nga nagsispekulate. Baka sa Lithuania daw Sabay niya yung Ball Brothers.
Ba?
Kabagnot. So a force on that 24-second shot clock. Lassiter! Knocks it down. Labas sa 5. Lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Slowly, but almost surely, San Miguel creeping back sa larong ito. Nagpatawag ng 30 si Coach Tim Cone because he feels the heat. San Miguel Beer coolly and calmly fighting their way back.
And Lassiter, first three-pointer in the ball game, is not getting open looks from their half-court sets because it's a stay-home situation for Barangay Ginebra. But in transition, as soon as he gets that opening, he's not afraid to launch it.
Well, you want all-stars? Well, a lot of them are playing in this ball game. Iboto ninyo para makapasok dun sa series natin na gagawing tatlo yan. Iloilo, Davao, and sa Batangas. Yung tatlong laro natin sa All-Star. May All-Star logo contest din. If you want to join, yan yung mechanics natin. Nasa website naman yan ng PBA lahat. Yun ang mga fans tuwan-tawa. Hindi ko alam kung Ginebra fans sila, natutuwa dahil lamang, o San Miguel kasi humahabol. Diba? Hindi mo masabi, nahihiya pa. Pag na-TV kayo, smile for the camera. Ayan. O ganyan.
Ganyan. Yung cool
dapat.
lang, diba?
There's the 3 from Marshall Laffit, and we're certain yung mga nag-cheer dyan, yung mga fans ng San Miguel. Best cheer brought to us by Petron High Performance Fuels. Better engine protection, better mileage, better power.
Napakalakas ng pagbabalik nitong San Miguel Beermen after being down by 15 points. The lead is at 53-38. They were able to cut it down to 5, and the momentum is definitely on their side.
Solomon Mercado in the game. Takes the jumper just inside the three-point line. At napasok niya yan. Solomon Mercado. Solid play from him in game number 1. That's he's got 3 points total so far sa larong ito.
First field goal but important basket for the Soul Train.
Junmar surveying the field. Kaya niya i-back down dito si Japet, pero mag-atake niya. Andun si Joe DV. It did not matter for the Kraken.
The designated helper is JDV. But if you allow Junmar Fajardo more than 2 dribbles and he gets into that paint, it might be too late for the defense to make a stop.
Ayun na kay Tenorio, nahanap si Jervy, kick to the corner. Sol Mercado, nag-iisip, papasa pa siya sa loob. Huwag muna, ikot muna ulit. Aatake naman si Sol. Nice fake. Under the defense, gets it to go!
But that offense was just persistence personified for Sol Mercado. They wanted to go on a post-up play. The Vance being guarded by a perimeter player, but he could not get the ball inside. And as a result, he just attacked the hoop aggressively.
Kabagnot thought 3, pero hindi na itinuloy. Ayun na kay Junmar. Down to 5 seconds to shoot. Junmar will force it up. After hearing the whistle, referee Yante on top of the situation. It's Joe DeVance who will be called for his 3rd personal foul. 2 free throws for Abay. Ang move niya a while ago, papuntang baseline, hits the basket over 2 big guys. Tunay na lakas move, hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo.
Well, if he gets inside the paint, all of a sudden, his percentage will increase to 66%. Dahil mataas talaga yung porsyento na pag nakapasok na siya doon sa blue line.
Coach Rai, congratulate muna natin ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball Most Valuable Dribbler of the Game na nanalo ng 3,000 pesos, Paul Zuniga. Congrats, Paul. You're 3,000 pesos richer than we are right now.
Yes, the name, yun ang swerte ron, Paul. Paul Ryan ako eh.
Oo nga, alam ko. Diba? Alam ko Zuniga ka eh. Hindi Gregorio, hindi pala yun. Di ba pala yun? Chris Ross, the rebound. Ross to the trailing Abay. Gets the layup, bitin! Pagka malalim. At may foul pa. A bit too late siguro yung pag-unload ni Chris Ross. And frustrated is Junmar Fajardo. Should have been a sure 2 para sa kanya. Momentum carried him too deep under that basket.
But yes, they missed that shot. But I am just in awe of the kind of development that the San Miguel team and Junmar Fajardo has in this conference. Because dati, hindi mag-finish ng fast break yan eh. Mag-aantay lang yan ng poste-poste.
And the mere fact sumasabay nga sa kay Chris Ross, amazing na nga yun. Ang bilis na eh.
Klase, paano mo pa hihintuin ito?
Oo.
Unless magmintis siya ng gano'n, pero parang aksidente yung pagmintis na yun.
That's
Pati
right.
siya nagulat eh.
Now he gets it. Out to Ross. Swing to Arwin. Isang tres pa lamang yan. At isa pa rin. Junmar, however, puts it back in. They're asking for a foul to boot, pero hindi tinawag ng mga referees. Everybody with their arms spread out. Taga San Miguel. Asa na yung foul? Ala, sabi ng referee.
Too deep, too strong, and just too skillful.
Yung mga 2
Even
points.
if it doesn't
Diba?
get that rebound, it doesn't get that initial attack on the offense, he gets it on second chance opportunities.
Pero sumagot naman with a jumper si Jervy Cruz. They've been answering back. It's only a 6-point lead. San Miguel calls a halt to the proceedings at the 2:19 mark of the third quarter. Ito, interesting para kay Coach Ryan ito. Let's look at the tail of the tape between the two coaches. Multi-titled na itong dalawa. Siyempre lamang si Coach Tim sa kanan. Pero lately, ito si Coach Leo naman ang nananaig very consistently.
Yes, the best coach here in the PBA was and still is Tim Cone with the 29 seasons, 32 finals appearances, 20-time PBA champion. What was so interesting and talagang inspiring is from Alaska to Pure Foods franchise to Ginebra, lahat yon na ipapanalo niya. Well, of course, up and coming as what you've mentioned, itong si Coach Leo Austria. 5 championships tucked under his belt. And for as long as Junmar Fajardo is healthy, he's not done yet.
Tama yun. May chance palagi. Basta nandyan si Kraken and then the supporting cast composed of guys such as this. No? Matt Canuel and Crawford, the rest of the San Miguel crew na paglabas sa timeout, jumper, 4 na lang, namang ng Barangay Ginebra. Under 2 minutes remaining sa third quarter. Japet Aguilar with the ball. Goes out to L.A. Tenorio. Ginebra looking to tie the series. They lost game number 1 by 12 points. Jervy. Jumper, supal-pal. Nakuha naman. Mintis, andun si Japet. Third try, fourth try. Natapit.
Akala mo iluluwa. Pero
na nga
again, the athleticism of Japet Aguilar. So pababa pa lang yung mga kalaban niya, may second jump na siya.
Pogo stick.
Ibang klase
May
talaga.
pogo stick yan. The pitch to Matt Ganuelas out to finds the ball to Lassiter. Lassiter, 3!
It was under duress. It was not an open shot.
Oh, that's Marshall
So
Lassiter.
that is how good a shooter this guy is, and I'm really hopeful that he can make a comeback for our Gilas Pilipinas program.
Tama. He's
Diba?
the guy. He's the guy.
It's the
Siya yung
guy.
yung tinanong nga kami, yung ESPN 5-on-5 namin. Kami nila Jat, Carlo, Noel, Chuck. Sino ang gusto nyo masali sa Gilas pool? Kasi pwede na ngayon multiple players.
Yes.
Diba? Marshall, pwede. Diba? Pwede kasi ganyan ang shooting na pwede niyang ibigay sa ating koponan. But right now, you know, it's down to a single possession lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. San Miguel slowly but surely fought back from 15 down. And, well, you know, that's the way we expect this semifinals matchup to be.
Oh, yes. And, of course, with so much pride and a lot of experience because of their numerous finals appearances, PBA championships, and, of course, Marshall Lassiter in your roster, you know that they're capable of making a comeback anytime. Again, down by 15 at one point. Now, 1 possession deficit na lang itong San Miguel coach Tim Cone. Frustrated. Why? Because they had to burn another timeout.
On to your seats, folks. We are headed for a cardiac finish. Malyari is open! Bang! Alex Malyari with a cold-blooded three!
Doon ka madidisgrasya pagka dito ka nanakawan.
Masyadong malayo yan.
They go to Lee at the corner.
Meron pa yan.
And Alex will walk away with this one, Dr. J.
Well, puro bang ang narinig natin mula kay mga Gumar John, but the biggest bang na concerned yung mga tao, yung nangyari kay Ping sa game na yun. No? And he might be out for the rest of the series, and that is a problem para sa Magnolia Hotshots because the NLEX Road Warriors are hungry. Diba? Gutom na gutom. Gustong umabot ng finals.
Oh yes, just a very sad development, of course. Even if you're rooting for NLEX, anytime you see a player go down because of a season-ending injury, you just cannot help but to feel sad. And ang sitwasyon pa ron is Mark Pingris pa yung tinamaan. Prayers for Mark Pingris, of course. It happened right in front of me. I was watching the game yesterday doon sa courtside seats, and I just could not help but really feel so disappointed and frustrated because he was just coming back from a hip injury, and all of a sudden is out for 7 to 8 months again because of an ACL tear.
Yun na nga. Napulot ni Japet Aguilar ang loose ball. Sol Mercado balik kay Japet. Christian kung pumasok. Hindi pumasok. Rebound Arwin Santos. San Miguel with a chance to cut it to 1. Maybe tie the ball game. Only 33 seconds remaining in the third period. 15 on the shot clock. Ross Mercado. They used to roll together with this guy beside me as their coach. Junmar will spin. Jumper is out. And last second shot time for Barangay Ginebra. They will keep the lead. As we enter the fourth period, by how many we'll find out in 9 seconds. Sol makes his move. That's a foul given up by Marshall Lassiter. Bumagsak pa itong si Sol Mercado. Pahinga lang sa saglit.
Just one foul to give before they enter penalty situation. An intelligent foul there for Marshall Lassiter. 6 seconds remaining here after being up by 13 points at the end of the first 2 quarters. 10 puntos na itong natapyasan ng San Miguel. So the momentum again, we've talked about that. Nasa kanila ngayon. At tingnan natin kung makakastop pa sila dito sa possession na to.
Tenorio. Wala na eh. Arwin Santos nakabantay sa kanya. So, as you mentioned, San Miguel cuts 10 points off the halftime lead, and Ginebra will enter the fourth up by 3. 73-70 ang ating score. Should be good. Twelve minutes remaining in this ball game. Game number 2. Let's check the game track, Coach Ryan.
43% from the field, halos pareho sila. San Miguel 45%, assist 26-14, advantage Barangay Ginebra. Points off the turnovers, as expected, Ginebra susceptible into committing a lot of mistakes here, and San Miguel ready to pounce on with 19 points off the turnovers and points in the paint. No double team or late double team or delayed double team. Junmar Fajardo will make a living inside the paint. 44 points for the Beermen. Kalahati lang itong Barangay Ginebra.
Fourth quarter underway. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. 28-18 quarter for San Miguel ang pangatlo. So that was 10 points shaved off the 13-point halftime lead. Kaya naman this team starts up by 3.
10 coming from JMF and the 8 from Marshall Lassiter.
Another jam.
Very good start for Barangay Ginebra here. A high percentage basket. And anytime you see Japet Aguilar dunk that ball, you know that there is a problem with the defense of the opponent.
Jumping Japet. Nakailang dak-dak na, especially dito sa second half. Lead is 5. Ross Di Discarte sees a beeline to the basket. Gets it off the glass.
That was a tough shot. And that will be the 13th point of Chris Ross. He likes the challenge posed by Sol Mercado. They're definitely friends outside the basketball court. But pagdating dito sa loob, magkaaway talaga yan.
That's right. Bakbakan talaga yan. Pisikalan. Walang kai-kaibigan. Tenorio looking for Japet. Once again, he will go and get it! With a foul from Junmar Fajardo.
And that will be the 3rd personal foul of Junmar and the 25th point of Japet Aguilar. Great pass here by L.A. Tenorio and a quick catch and rip move by Aguilar. And again, using his quickness from the outside. No point backing down his defender because labang siya pag face up ang kanyang atake.
Bonus free throw is good. That's brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. May kwento sa atin si Carla Lizardo.
For the first half ng huddle, papasok dito sa fourth quarter nitong Barangay Ginebra, hindi na muna lumapit si Coach Tim Cone, and it was Mark Agiwa telling his teammates na lamang pa rin naman sila, so they just need to keep going. So it was a motivation mula dito kay Mark. Even if he's not playing, sabi nga nila, he embodies the never say die spirit. Paglapit naman ni Coach Tim Cone, sabi niya, remember, a lot of the beermen are playing heavy minutes. We need to capitalize on that. And here in the fourth quarter, we need to toughen up on our defense. Gentlemen?
Well, right now, it's their offense that's clicking. Japet with 5 points. Tenorio adds 3. That 3-point lead has tripled. It's up to 9, 81-72. Coach Leo Austria is forced to burn a timeout right now because Ginebra is on a tear. They're up by 9. Well, Shang naging best player nung game number 1. And at the start of the coverage, we said that the Spider-Man got the best of jumping Japet in that last ball game. But sa larong ito, Arwin Santos virtually a non-factor so far. And the Japet Aguilar already with 26 points rather in the ball game.
Out of sync in tonight's ball game. Exploded with 23 points in game 1, but tonight, only 3 points on a 1 out of 8 shooting from the field. The reason is he is always challenged. It's pretty much like a stay-home mentality when they defend Arwin Santos. And the double team on Fajardo is not coming from this guy who just took his 9th shot, but he missed his 8th. So 1 out of 9 from the field for Arwin Santos.
And si L.A. Tenorio, sabi niya siguro walang ibang kakampi na gusto kumuha ng loose ball na patalbog-talbog lamang. He came in to get it. Drops it over to Jervy. Mintis nawala sa kanyang bola. Chris Ross on the run. Bumps into his own teammate. Kick it out to MGR. Now it's with Cabagnot. Pass inside to Arwin. He'll get one underneath.
Finally, a field goal. The first one that he was able to make was way back in the first quarter. He was held scoreless in the second, scoreless in the third, and the great timing on that pass by Alex Cabagnot.
Pito lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 9 minutes 25 pa natitira rito. Napakaraming basketball pa nalalaruin. Jervy has been consistent with that jumper. He's another guy in that Ginebra front line na ang ganda ng laro. 10 puntos na para sa kanya.
And I'm telling you, for guys who are watching this ball game, if you're 6'3", 6'4", just watch the game of Jervy. He's not tall, but he has mastered that shot from 18 to 15. That is why he's still in the PBA.
Arwin throws that one away. Scotty Thompson gets it for the red shirts. Ito na si Sol Mercado. Bit sloppy on that left offensive para sa San Miguel Beermen. Let's see if Ginebra can make them pay. Prince Caperal is back in the game. Coach Ryan.
Oh, yes.
The guy having a career game. Sol, jumper, pasok.
Now he
Grabe ang
gets
shooting percentage.
maganda dito sa fourth quarter. And if you play Sol Mercado with so much disrespect, which means you go under that pick, you go through that pick, he gets that tiny opening, he's gonna make you pay once in a while.
Tinatapon ng San Miguel Beer ang bola. Really dangerous pass ang ginawa ni Alex Cabagnot. Ginebra, sinisira ang rhythm ng San Miguel Beermen, even the way that they're defending right now. San Miguel forced to make passes at strange angles, mga lob na katulad noon, and they lost it.
And 12-4 in the fourth quarter for Barangay Ginebra. Good quarter for them, and this is the payoff quarter.
Scotty Thompson spins in the lane, kicks to Prince. Jumper, Caperal. Mintis.
Good line.
Oh,
Good line pa rin.
diba? Kala ko sure swak yun eh. Pasa kay Marshall. Stop and pop 3. There you go! Salt Bay.
Nag-snake pa eh. Nasa ilalim na, bumagsak na, may follow-through pa
May
eh.
pasin-asin pa. Diba?
12 puntos na. Akala natin maalat ang laro. Pero bumawi dito sa second half.
Pero wala pa rin ang lamang ng kalaban. They need to make some stops if they want to cut this gap. Tenorio the miss. Arwin Santos the rebound. And that's what Arwin, you know, if his shooting is off, dyan sa mga katulong eh. Depends sa rebound. Yan si Arwin Santos.
At saka abang-abang lang yan sa ilalim, katulad ng pinasa kanina ni Cabagnot, but you still want to defend him because he's capable to hit big shots, especially inside 2 minutes.
The pass from Lassiter was a bullet-like one. MGR, however, mintis ang kanyang layup. He got hit. So he'll take 2 free throws. Matt Canuela thrower. They picked him up from TNT.
In a
R.R.
trade,
Garcia,
yes,
R.R.
which involved
Garcia.
R.R. Garcia.
Free throws ni MGR. Din sa atin and Smart. Be there like never before.
But this has always been a challenge for him.
Oh.
This free throw shooting, it's not a good sight. He's only 35% from the free throw line. So what do you give? He is inside the paint. You just foul him, make him earn it from the line. Even if he gets 50%, it's just 1 point instead of 2.
Matt Canuela thrower. Dati Gilas Pilipinas player din yan. Plays better than average defense. At may length and athleticism yan.
Correct. The second coming of Gabe Norwood nga ang sinasabi dyan.
Siguro sabi ni Gabe Norwood, tell me when you've played 10 straight years for the national team.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet, not yet. On the way pa lang. Turnover on the part of Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. An opportunity once again. 7:04 ang natitira sa ating laro. Joe Devance pumasok. Labas muna si Scotty Thompson. Hindi pala, si L.A. Tenorio ang uupo. They're really guarding Marshall tightly, definitely, dahil nakatref na ng ilang beses ito. He takes it anyway. Wow! Binali, wala. Minani ang depensa.
Yes, he needed that pick that time, but the man of screener was not quick enough to stop him or just put a hand up. And since he is in a very good rhythm, talagang sabi ko sa iyo pag tumama ng isa yan, magsusunod-sunod yan.
Sunod-sunod na nga nangyari rito. Joe Devance against Ganuelas Roser. Pagandaan ang pagtali ng buhok yung dalawang yan. Nakuha ni Junmar. Arwin is ahead of the pack. Ayaw ibigay ni Junmar. Probably should have given it up. And it's gonna be Ginebra ball. Tama ba? Ginebra ball, di ba? Arwin talking to Junmar now saying, ba't di mo binigay sa akin?
Tama. A case of
Ayan, no?
doing a lot of things. You don't want Junmar Fajardo to start your transition break. And it was a good call by referee Balao dahil tumama pa ron sa kaliwang paa ni Junmar on the way out.
And you get the complacent. And then yung Scotty Thompson lurking around.
Yes.
Parang si Chris Roth naman yun sa kabilang panig, di ba?
Correct.
Ayun. Tumugod pa si Scotty Thompson. Wanted 2 of his own. Now he'll go to the line para sa dalawang free throws. Try to extend this lead. 6:06 ang natitira sa ating 4th period. Ginebra looking to tie the series.
2 free throws for Scotty Thompson.
A relatively quiet ball game offensively for Scotty Thompson. But he actually makes a lot of positive output for his team. And it is not just on offense. He gets a lot of rebounds, forces a lot of turnovers, and now he was able to make his first free throw.
May PSL tayo sa yung replay sa ESPN 5. Monday, 12 o'clock a.m. Coco Life. Ang lalaban. Sino kalaban? Hindi ko mabasa eh.
Hindi ko nasuot sa salamin ko. Sorry. Hindi
Sorry,
kita natulungan, partner.
Maliit ang monitor natin dito
Aminin mo na kasi rin. Nagkakaedad na rin tayo.
Ikaw yung may salamin.
It's betraying us.
MGR dumped it over to Junmar. May tulak, walang pito pero may basket. Baba na naman si Lima. Ang lamang ng Ginebra. Hindi na ba rebound ni Scotty Thompson? Yan ang tanong kasi points wala masyado. 5 rebounds para kay Scotty Thompson. Solomon Mercado to Joe Devance to Scotty Thompson. 6 to shoot. Scotty didiscarte. Spin move sa lane. Mabantang tira. Ayaw. Ayaw. Pero dalawang free throw na naman ang kanyang ititira. Pangalawa ni MGR yan. Personal. Pero third team foul for the Beermen. Only 1 team foul so far for Barangay Ginebra. Carla, what's your kwento?
Most players feel most effective when they get points on the board. Pero para dito kay Scotty Thompson, he feels best when he gets his hands on the ball. That's why he shows so much passion at getting those rebounds. And in this conference, he has been averaging 11.0 per game. And he has really been providing the much-needed help para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Gentlemen?
Thanks a lot, Carla. Scotty Thompson, you know, definitely one of the crowd favorites. Barangay Ginebra, I mean, they love all their players, but they especially adore Scotty Thompson and the stuff that he brings. He's got 10 in the game. Brings the lead back up to 7. Kanina, pinakita natin yung PSL replay, Coco Life against Generica. Generica. Yun yung kalab.
Generica, tama.
Diba? Ross. May baseline sana. Nasaraduhan ang pinto ni Capiral. So Capiral doing a lot of things, not just scoring. Ross. Kicks to the corner. Kabagnot. One fake. Takes the jumper. Good line, but it's a miss. Rebound taken by who else? Scotty Thompson na naman. Dire-diretso. Supalpal ni Ganuelo Frosser. Hindi pwede. Marshall lost it. Ball goes back to Barangay Ginebra, and San Miguel has been sloppy with that leather. Lots of wasted opportunities para sa mga nakaputi.
First, this one, a great timing on that block shot by Ganuelas Rosser. And medyo nadala dun si Scotty Thompson. Akala niya high flyer na siya. But we've talked about the length of MGR. But what is so nice about Barangay Ginebra, especially in that sequence, is in Game 1, they allowed 23 fast break points. But now, they're really running back on defense, forcing a lot of turnovers. And as a result, on the other side of the court, they're scoring a lot on high percentage shots as well. So, maganda itong ginagawang laro ng Barangay Ginebra because they're definitely learning from what happened in the previous game.
Grabe, you know what a revelation this fellow has been, Prince Capiral. And now, if you're Coach Tim Cole, you're thinking, as Marzo hits another three, maaasahan ko itong Prince Capiral the rest of the way, di ba? I mean, at least that's what you're thinking right now. Kasi may mga, hindi lang puro setup jumper lang sa kanya, may mga up and under. Ito si Prince Capiral.
Definitely, before this breakout game, he was a diamond in the rough. Not really great, even in his college years. Pero pagpasok na rito sa PBA, underwhelming yung performance niya. But what a time for you to show up, and it's just a great venue because you're donning the Ginebra San Miguel jersey. You're up against Junmar Fajardo, and you have a chance to be best player of the game because of your 24 points.
That's right. What a performance. So he trails. Combined 50 points na sila ni Japet eh. Diba? 26 si Japet, 24 siya. 50 yun. Yung dalawang big boys. So, tablado yung output ni Junmar Fajardo and none of the other big guys because Arwin Santos has not been scoring. Iwan na iwan yung frontliners ng San Miguel dito.
And yes, you've talked about probably it's only Greg Slaughter who can go up on a one-on-one basis against Fajardo. But since Greg is not here, you have to have at least gang scoring. And yun yung sinasabi mo, 50 puntos dito sa dalawang magkabilang manlalaro na ito. Advantage talaga yung Barangay Ginebra, but somebody has to be in front of Marzo Lassiter. If you're one of the Gin Kings, you just cannot allow him to have a clear shot at the basket.
Walang haba ng diskusyon natin, praising the way Ginebra is playing in this ball game, but they're only up by 4. San Miguel, habang nagkakwentuhan tayo, naka-3 si Marzo, naka-jumper mula sa kanan. Marzo Lassiter on a rampage in this game, in the second half. 19 points na, 18 dito sa second half. At nagmintis pa si Joe Devans. Can Ross save it? Yes, he does.
Great effort play once again by Chris Ross.
Under 3 minutes to go. Marcio, always a threat. Ross will leave it for Alex. Kabagnot that drive. Kanan, nasupalpal mula sa likod ni Japet Aguilar. Good trail job on defense.
And Scotty Thompson just always making himself available for that defensive rebound. 11.2 rebounds per ball game. He's the only guard who is in the top 10 dun sa ating leaders in rebounds. Grabe talaga itong nose for the ball ni Scotty.
Hindi guardia yan si Scotty Thompson. All around utility player. 2:35 to go. Break muna kami. Vince the Prince must be proud of his namesake, Prince Capiral. Dahil sa nilalaro ng kanyang ng taga Ginebra. Commissioner Marshall on your screens.
And Bongo, Mr. Selfie King himself, also in attendance.
Marshall Lassiter, amazing performance. Super Marshall talaga sa rito. Last game, 17 points. Ngayon, 19 na. 4 3-pointers. And bunch of those points, 18 coming here in the second half. He's just shooting the lights out. He has basically kept his team in this game.
And yes, prior to this ball game, of course, part of the scouting report is don't give Lassiter open looks. But he still found ways to score. Only 1 point in the first half, and you're correct, a total of 19. So talagang 18 puntos dito sa dalawang huling yugto.
Kaso 28 puntos na si Japet Aguilar. Coolly 6 a jumper to bring the lead up to 6. 2 minutes and 10 na lang ang natitira. Marcio, leaning in. Mintis, rebound. Sino pa? Scotty T. Walang bumabaks out kay Scotty, but they throw it away.
Sayang botched play there. Forced turnover. It was a fantastic defensive rebound. Could have issued a much better outlet pass. But ito, because of that hustle by San Miguel, they were able to force another stop. Let's take a look at this once again. Definitely under tremendous pressure to make that pass. He was asking for a foul. Ang feeling niya is nahawakan yung kanyang kaliwang kamay ni Lassiter and Coach Tim Cone. Agonizing because they're up by 6 points and they could have bled a little of that game plan. 2:03 remaining here in the fourth and payoff quarter. But now they have to play defense.
On your seats, folks. We are headed for a cardiac finish. Malyari is open. Bang! Alex Malyari with a cold-blooded three.
Doon ka madidisgrasya pagka dito ka nanakawan.
Masyadong malayo yan.
They go to lead at the corner.
Meron pa yan.
And Alex will walk away with this one, Dr. J.
Game 2 naman ng kabilang serye. Hot Shots Road Warriors, 7 p.m. bukas sa Mall of Asia Arena. NLEX lead 1-0. We are in the last 2 minutes ng laro na ito. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo, 13 pesos mo. 3 from Arwin. Finds the mark. Down to 3 ang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. What a time for Arwin to make his presence felt.
I was not surprised. Even if he struggles and misses his first 10 shots, he's still capable of making one inside 2 minutes. And that is exactly what he did.
Anong isasagot ng Gin Kings? Thompson goes to Joe. Balik kay Scotty. Down to 7. Chapet has been shooting well. Down to the post. Joe Devan denied by Arwin Santos. Tumama pa kay Joe. Balik ang bola sa San Miguel. But they're gonna review it. They're gonna review it. Pwede na pala. Last 2 minutes na tayo. Panigurado lang. But the call was SMB ball.
Yes. Let's take a look at this once again. A nice extra pass. Lassiter hot in this ball game, but he wanted to make that extra pass to get Arwin Santos involved in offense. And it was not just on the offensive end that Arwin Santos was brilliant. Pagdating dun sa kanyang depensa, he helped out yung kanyang teammate who was in obvious disadvantage because Lassiter was up against Joe Devance. So that quick help side stance, a block shot, and the initial call by our referee was that last touch, Joe Devance. So is it going to be a completed play or defensive stop for San Miguel? Let us see. For as long as it is not conclusive, ang itatawag rito yung initial call, which is ball goes to San Miguel.
Medyo mabilis yung sequence na yun from that angle. Couldn't really tell who tapped it last. So referee Pineda still determining. Ball will stay. It's San Miguel ball. They better watch the 3-point line, Coach Ryan. Because San Miguel looking to tie it. A full timeout is called to the San Miguel Beermen. Sana may pagkakataon tayo marinig kung anong isi-set up ni Coach Leo Austria na play. They don't need a 3 obviously with 1:32 to go. Just a field goal would cut it down to 1.
There's so much time left here. Of course, the first option, as always, is to get the ball inside to Junmar Fajardo.
Masarap niyan. Ito ang ating mga Mang Tomas Siga fans of the day. Hatid sa inyo ng Mang Tomas. All around, Sarsa. Macho Ganado. Hindi lang ano yan eh. Hindi lang panlitson. Diba?
Maski ano
all
yan.
around.
At saka yung maski magkakalaban, nagbabati-bati. Nakita mo, isa tiga San Miguel, naka-uniforme, isa Ginebra. Pero pagdating sa Mang Tomas, sama-sama.
Yan, Coco Life, Asset Managers, Generica Lifesavers, maglalaban, replay on ESPN 5 Monday, 11:15 p.m. pala, 11:15 p.m. Ginebra na, uy, old uniform mo.
Maldabit yan eh.
Oo, Ginebra na. Rich history, what a rich history.
Yes. And our semifinal schedule after
Game 3
tonight,
sa
Game 2, Game 3, Game 4 pareho sa Mall of Asia Arena yan. And if necessary, Game 5 will be in Conera Astrodome. At Game 6 at Game 7, nako, tayo na sa Antipolo. Kita-kita tayo.
Happy si Coach Ryan dyan. It's a stone's throw.
Oh, yes.
It's a stone's throw para kay Coach Ryan. But very far for everybody else.
I can
Bahala
cover
ka na.
for you.
Yan.
All the analysts I can cover for.
Ayan. Sagot na ni Coach Ray. No problem yan. Di ba? Walang long road home. Ito, hito yung ating fouls to give. 1 each. 1 timeout remaining for Ginebra. 2 pa para sa San Miguel. A minute and 32 na lang ang natitira. 1 possession ang separation ng dalawang koponan na ito. What a matchup this is. Ito nag-meet sa finals last year eh. Pero ngayon sa semis na sila nagtagpo.
And a great story for Barangay Ginebra, of course. You've talked about that last all-Filipino Cup. They ended at number 7. They had to beat Alaska 2 times, who was number 2 seed, on the way to their finals appearance.
Marshall with the ball, always a threat from anywhere. Tumira ng tres, short yan. And that ball will go the other way. Marshall looking for the foul. Scotty Thompson, buwang natamaan sa bibig.
Okay.
Mag-aaralan na naman, partner. I-review na naman sino ba huli nakatapik noon. But bit of a forced shot on the part of Marshall Lassiter from the top of the key.
Well, the bone of contention was itong si Lassiter was telling the ref that there should have been a foul call. But of course, you cannot review it if you didn't hear it. But the other thing is, kanino ba yung last touch doon?
Wala nang humawak, ano? Mukhang wala nang humawak.
At saka hinabol ni Alex eh. Parang nakita niya, nakpo. May chance pa silang makakuha at magkaroon ng possession doon. But the ball will go to Ginebra San Miguel. A great challenge there by Scotty Thompson, forcing Marcel Lassiter to miss the hoop completely. Now they have a chance to increase their 3-point lead.
Okay, Ginebra up by 3. 1 minute, 17. Ginebra faithful, chanting pangalan ng kanilang koponan. Japet, turnaround, Jay, bitin. Great rebound, Jodovan! That's big, that's big. If he makes it into a 5-point game.
Yes, it's huge because Japet Aguilar, even if he took that shot that forced itong si June Fajardo to step out. Now, June, ito naman si JDV, was being guarded by Chris Ross, who is definitely much shorter than he is. So, offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, 2-possession lead now for Barangay Ginebra.
So, sinasabi mo, bitin ang tira. Andon sa ilalim si Joe Devance. And, you know, people tend to underestimate how big Joe Devance is kasi hindi naman talaga sa purely inside player, post player, because he likes to step out. But he's a huge fellow. Legit 6'7" yan.
He is a
Diba?
legit 6'7" who can shoot from the outside, can back down his defender. So as far as Coach Tim Cohn is concerned, he is the most important player here for Barangay Ginebra because he can just create a lot of mismatches. And for this particular game, hindi pa naglaro si Kevin Ferrer. And the reason being is he needed that 3-man to have post-up advantage. Kaya babad na babad itong si Joe DV against guys like Lassiter or in that possession, Chris Ross.
Well, animated crowd na dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta Coliseum. San Miguel faithful, however, wishing that their team can convert sa possession na ito. Ross will inbound. Walang lumalabas. Finally, Junmar ang tumanggap. He goes baseline, missing the shot. He'll go to the line. Dalawang free throws para kay big man Junmar.
Now they rectified their initial mistake. Prior to this offensive possession, it was Lassiter who took that shot from the top of the key, which missed the hoop completely. But if you want to play high percentage basketball, you get the ball inside Junmar and let him operate. Because if he is near the basket, even if he does not get and make that shot, chances are he's going to be fouled.
Swishes the first. Junmar, 29 points in the game. Second one as well. He's 8 out of 12. Mula sa linya. Baba sa 3 lamang ng Ginebra.
Importanteng possession to make it a 2-possession advantage if they make this basket.
Scotty to Japet. Joe was waiting for it sa kabila ng shaded area. Di na ibigay. Now Sol is open from 3. It's short. Arwin catches that. And now they push it. Di pinilit ni Arwin. Kabagnot. Libre mula sa 3. Ayaw rin itira. They're looking for Junmar. Ross goes to Junmar, blocked by Jabet, gets it back. Bitin na naman ang tira. Bola on the floor, Arwin 3. Oh! Tabla! Tabla ang ating laro. 13.4. What a shot! Mula kay Arwin Santos. 11 points total and 2 big, huge, enormous gargantuan 3-pointers dito sa fourth period. Pero Ginebra will have the ball and they have 13.4 to win it.
Just a broken play. Look at the action inside. And that last tap by Junmar Fajardo, it ended in the hands of Arwin Santos, reminiscent of that Robert Oro shot. Sacramento against the LA Lakers. And just waiting for that shot to be launched was the Spider-Man.
Pero ang buo loob na Arwin talaga, umatras pa eh. Umatras pa para itira sa 3-point area. Ayaw niya ng 1 point down. Tabla.
Gusto niya tabla. And just confidence oozing all over the veins of Arwin Santos. Just a fantastic shot there. Is not really scoring well. At one point, he was 1 out of 9. But who cares? In the payoff quarter, he's gonna take it. 2 3-pointers here in the fourth quarter. And after being down by as big as 15 points, we're all tied up. And Barangay Ginebra with the last chance with 13.4. Let's see how they're gonna run this play.
Huling tabla natin 10-all eh. Tapos since then, Ginebra has been in the lead. Many times, most of the time in double digits. Pero all of a sudden, nabura na finally yung 15-point lead with only 13.4 seconds remaining sa larong ito. So Ginebra, itong si San Miguel will try to put up a defensive stance. Double-double pa rin. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa'yo. Despite the overall below-average game, you still have a double-double and 2 of those 3 3-pointers right when you need it.
Abang-abang lang siya eh. Hindi niya pinipuwersa yun yung kanyang tira. Ayun, parang lucky bounce na lang yun. But this is an interesting development for Barangay Ginebra. With 13.4, they have to make sure that they get the right inbounds play. They execute the right offense because they have no timeouts left.
Wala na, no? Naubos na. Mercado. Nabigay kay Scotty. Straight up depensa, Matt Ganuelas Rosser. Time is down to 7. Scotty to Joe. Joe will make his move. Miss! And Scotty misses the follow-up. Marshall will hold on to it. And guess what, partner? Ikaw na naman ito. Nag-triple ka na.
Yes.
Last week.
Suke.
We're going into a 5-minute extra period. Anong hinihingi ng San Miguel Beer? Bakit pinare-review nila?
They want to check if they still have
baka
a
may
little
oras
time
pa,
left.
baka may oras
But the way I saw it was even Marshall Lassiter called that timeout when there was no game clock remaining. But a lot of chances once again for Barangay Ginebra. And that is why after 48 minutes of play and courtesy of that last 3-pointer of Arwin Santos, we're going to overtime.
Well, mag-overtime po tayo. Bakbakan sa semifinals ng ating Philippine Cup. Panurin muna natin itong tunay na lakas move na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. And the Ginebra fans were ecstatic when that happened. Pero San Miguel sumagot agad. Humihirit pa. Ang tanong yan pa rin, 2-0 na ba? O makakatabla? 5 minutes more para malaman natin ang sagot. Ang hamon ng kampiyon, kaya nyo ba kami? Muntik na sabihin ng Ginebra, kaya. Pero wag muna.
Kontroladong-kontrolado talaga nila itong laban na to. Until Spider-Man really waxed hot from the outside. Total of 11 points for him. Below in terms of his output in the first game. But the manner by which he scored it, that is the most important factor that Arwin Santos was able to contribute to his team. Back-to-back threes, and the last one was to force overtime.
We begin the extra period. San Miguel first possession. Ross, Cabagnot, Lassiter, Santos, and Fajardo at fabulous 5 mula sa kanila. You have Thompson, Tenorio, Cruz, Aguilar, and Joe Devance naman for Tim Cone's guys. To start overtime, 3 is a miss mula kay Marshall. Devans hooks it over to Japet. Japet, spectacular game scoring-wise. 28 puntos. Kati naman, 23. Bakbakan sa rebound, kinapitan ni Lassiter, or rather ni Japet si Lassiter. Pero bago pa nun, Lassiter na ang matatawagan ng foul.
No, it was Junmar Fajardo from the outside. He pushed itong si Japet Aguilar.
Kaya siya kumapit kay Marso.
Yes, but
Okay.
wow, Japet is limping now. This is really a bad development for Barangay Ginebra. Injuries right now talagang will hamper their chances to win the series. Ayun, tinulak.
Ayun, tapos pagbagsak. Medyo shaken up si Japet. He'll rest for the bit. Check it out. Tenorio flips it up. Too strong. Tinapik ni Arwin patungo kay Chris Ross. Nagmamadali. Lost the dribble. Once again, ilang beses na nangyari yan. Ilang beses na nangyari yan. Yung nawalan ng bola yung mga tiga San Miguel on the fast break in the shaded area.
Well, he had the right thing in mind. They were actually trying to push that ball. But good thing for Barangay Ginebra. They're always there. And that turnover, once again, was courtesy of their ability to sprint back on defense and to defend the fast break attack of the Beermen.
Now Joe Devans, may size advantage siya, but he kicked it out. Prince Caperal! Ayun pa rin! Wow! 26 points for Prince.
And it's just a nonchalant shot from the outside. Parang umaangal pa siya ron na, bakit hindi swak yun?
Oh, yun na nga eh.
Bakit kailangan umawa?
Pinakaba pa siya. Junmar, double is there. Arwin, almost threw it away. Leaves it for Chris Ross. Tapigan ng bola. Arwin can get it. Kapagnot ang layo. Bitin ang tira. Naubusan na ng 24 seconds ang San Miguel. Not well managed ang pag-ikot ng bola sa play na yun for the Beermen.
Deflections just to make sure that the execution is not correct. That is what Barangay Ginebra is doing right now. In terms of height, they're definitely smaller, but in terms of quickness and just tenacity and yung the importance of this particular game, nakikita mo, look at them diving for that one again for Barangay. Lucky for them to save this possession.
7.3 na lang ang nalalabi sa kanilang shot clock, so they need to go pretty quickly.
And L.A. Tenorio only 6 points in this ball game. The defense of Chris Ross is definitely affecting his usual made shots. 17.7 points per game the last 3 games against rain or shine in that particular series. But in game 1, only 6 points. Tonight, only 6 points as well for Teniente Tenorio.
Pero nag-pick up kasi ng slack si Prince Caperal. Diba? Sa laban na ito. So, laking bagay yun. Kaya lamang ng dalawa itong Ginebra. 3 minutes remaining. San Miguel yet to score here in overtime. Napunta kay Junmar. Hard double. Ang lalaki ng mga kalaban. Junmar put it on the floor. Power move. Ayaw! Bumagsak ang basket for Junmar. Now he'll have to earn it from the line.
He knows how important it is, again, to really make sure that he is in control of the offense of San Miguel, because much smaller itong Barangay Ginebra. So expect a lot of double team. But again, the skill level of Junmar Fajardo was able to break that double teaming scheme. And he was fouled. Now, first free throw, he missed. He's only 8 out of 13 right now, but he's got 30 points across his name.
Makibalita tayo, Coach Ryan, kay Carla Lizardo.
I got to check on Japet Aguilar sa bench ng Ginebra. Nagka-Charlie horse siya. And even if he's in pain, parang hindi na niya napapansin because he's busy cheering for his teammates dito sa overtime period. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, they might force him to come back in. Konting stretching lang yan. That's gonna hurt tomorrow, though, when you get kneed in the thigh.
Is that injury named after you? Charlie Horse?
EY yan, EY. Charlie. Yun. Ganun yung spelling ng Charlie Horse, diba? Iba yun. That's a miss.
Nadaga. Sa Tagalog, nadaga. Diba?
Nadaga. Chance for the lead, San Miguel. That would be crazy because that's going to be the first time they lead since we can't even remember. Marshall, open. Wala. Scotty Thompson, rebound na naman.
They touched the bullet there. Can you imagine? Marshall Lassiter wide open there in the deep corner.
Medyo pagod na rin yung Marshall eh. Partner, siya yung nagpabalik sa kanila sa laban na ito.
1 point in the first 2 quarters, 19 so far for number 13.
Tenorio stretches it to 3. And for the second time, we will say it's the last 2 minutes na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. Di maka-inbound si Ross. Lassiter had to come back. Siya na rin magdadala. Pass go all the way to Kabagdot. Bumitaw ng tres, way offline. And Junmar gives him the look as if to say, ang dali mo naman tinira, wala akong kasama rito sa ilalim.
At saka air ball eh. So walang chance for Junmar to get that offensive rebound. But LA Tenorio, now let's see once again, is really bleeding for his points.
Joe Devance inside the top shot. Supalpal ni Junmar. Junmar gets it.
Not a good idea once again to attack Junmar Pardo's defense, even if he's tired, he's just too tall.
And that's what we were saying. Si Junmar, ipa-foul mo na lang eh. Rather than foul him hard. Hawak-hawakan niya yung kanyang biceps, no? Doon siya pinalo. Kasi sure to na dapat yun. Pero lalakasan mo yung foul talaga para mapigil ang 3-point play opportunity. Nice feed from Santos.
And yes, just an intelligent basketball play there for Scotty Thompson. Averting a short 2 points from Junmar Fajardo. He's 9 out of 14 right now from the free throw line. Let us see. But he coolly sinks the first one. A total of 32 for JMF.
Relax Kraken sa game number 1. Ngayon, working hard. Have to give it his all for his team to try to get the victory. Not the same spread out scoring, Coach Ryan, na nakuha nila nung game number 1. Daming umiscore sa double digits. Bon Pesumal is a non-factor sa game na ito. So was Arwin Santos until he hit those 2 big threes bago natapos ang regulation.
Dami ng in-score niya, Junmar, 33 na.
Tapos 19 rebounds pa.
Grabe naman yun.
Joe Devance to Scotty. Scotty, extended minutes talaga dito. Ayaw ilabas kasi stabilizer. Wow! You know, San Miguel played practically perfect defense sa sequence na yun. But what a three mula kay Joe DV. It's up to a 4-point lead. 1 minute, 1 second remaining. And Ginebra suddenly opens it up once again.
We are headed for a cardiac finish. Malyari is open! Bang! Alex Malyari with a cold-blooded three!
Doon ka madidisgrasya pagka dito ka nanakawan.
Masyadong malayo yan.
They go to lead at the corner.
Meron pa yan.
And Alex will walk away with this one, Dr. J.
Well, this is tomorrow at the Mall of Asia Arena, Game 2 ng Magnolia NLEX Series kung saan lamang ng isang laro ang NLEX 1-0. And let's see, yung injury kay Justin Melton. Mark Fingers is definitely out already for tomorrow, probably for a long amount of time. And let's see how Coach Chito Victorero and his hot shots adjust against a very determined NLEX squad.
Number 2 team, Magnolia, but having a lot of problems with their injury update. And NLEX, a tribute to the mechanism of the drafting. Nothing was happening right for them last season, and then Kiefer Ravenna happened. And now they're 1-0 in the semifinals.
There with Junmar in the paint. It's short. Bakbakan sa rebound. Marshall Lassiter showing some hops on that play para itapik paloob ang bola.
You just can't count out this San Miguel Pyramid. They just play with so much pride. They don't give up easily. They were down by 2 possessions prior to that shot of Lassiter. And now, because of that putback, they're only down by 2.
21 points for Marshall. Lead is 2 for Ginebra. Well, madali naman kabasyaduhin ang schedule ng ating semifinals. Palitan lang yung dalawang serye. Kung ngayon, Ginebra kontra San Miguel. Bukas, Magnolia naman kontra NLEX. That's gonna alternate every day as we move on. And of course, if necessary, yung game 5, 6, 7 na yan. Depende sa mga magiging resulta. San Miguel trailing in this game by 2. Ito nga sinasabi natin. So ito, pag matalo ang San Miguel dito, siguradong abot ng ano yan.
Game 5
Game 5 yan,
yes.
diba?
So abot na tayo sa Cuneta. Tapos ito namang laban ng Magnolia versus NLEX. So game 2 will be
Mall of
Asia.
Bukas.
Babalik sa Smart Araneta ng March 14.
Tapos MOA ulit kung sakasakali. 51 seconds, 2-point lead. Ginebra, nasa kanila ang bola. Joe Devan sa mag-i-inbound sa harapan mismo ng kanyang bench. They get it into LA. San Miguel looking for one stop. Marcio kinukulit si Japet. Na kay Joe. Reach in from Junmar.
Let us see, pangilan foul na ba ni Junmar? Oh, it's just his... Oh, it's fifth.
That's his fifth.
Personal foul, but not yet in team penalty. Is this San Miguel Beer team. So, sideline out of bounds play pa lang ang mangyayari rito. Important possession for the Gin Kings here.
Japet, 4 to shoot. What's he gonna do? Go out to Thompson, ang layo sa basket. Bumitaw, bitin, rebound Ross. And all the time remaining is with San Miguel. If they decide to use it. Marcio, na foul at free throws ito. Free throws ito, partner.
Penalty situation na sila eh. Hindi nakapagpreno si LA Tenorio ron at maganda rin yung pag-stutter step at change of pace nitong si Lassiter. So 2 free throws will be given to Marcio. He's just 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, but a very steady 82% customer from the line in this conference. And he coolly makes the first one. Now you go back to the offensive possession of Barangay Ginebra. They were forced, and Scottie Thompson in particular was forced to take a bad shot 35 feet away from the basket. But a good thing rito is, even if Lassiter makes this shot, Barangay Ginebra can still get the last crack here in the first overtime.
Barangay Ginebra uses a timeout with 15.8 to go. A chance para manalo sila. Makuha ang panalo dito sa game number 2. We are already in the first overtime. Or we are already in overtime, rather. Ako sabihin
Yes.
first eh. Tumuloy-tuloy yan.
Well, if you talk about track record of Mr. Ryan Gregorio, the last time
That's you, that's you.
we saw a triple overtime game,
You were there.
I was on board.
Sino kasama mo? Seb, di ba?
Tito Seb.
Sir Seb.
But I don't mind, to be
Pero
honest
Sir Seb
with you.
kasi ma-overtime din. Dominicoy, ako. Ikaw,
Okay,
tayo
talag-
apat ang mga hari ng overtime dito sa
Yes.
conference na ito eh.
But this I want to say, pag yung ganito kaganda yung laban,
Okay
maski
lang.
maghapon magdamag tayo rito,
Ayos
walang
lang.
problema dyan.
Ayos lang. Bahala na yung mga batang nandito. Anong oras kayo gigising bukas para sa pasukan?
Yung anak ko
yun.
kasama ko eh.
At least may kwento para sa mga classmates.
Tama.
Puyat ako kasi.
Nanood akong basketball.
Oo. Ginebra versus San Miguel. And you know, last night, yung Magnolia NLEX game, kala natin baka mag-overtime din yun. Dahil nakaka-overtime din yung game na yun kagabi.
Yes, tama yun. But just a big three-pointer by Alex Malyari in crunch time. Yun talaga, nagkaroon ng separation doon yung NLEX. Again, it's a nice series because NLEX definitely the underdog in that particular series, being seeded number 6. And this is just their first time to be in the semifinals, while on the other hand, Magnolia, been there, done that. The problem is, in the last season, all 3 conferences, they were not able to go past the semifinal round. So this is their best chance. Actually, ang masakit lang, tinamaan sila ng mga injuries.
Well, injuries could be really the scourge of teams trying to move up sa standings. Right now, though, Barangay Ginebra has 15.8 to win this game. Sinong lalabas? Nako!
Oh my goodness.
5-second violation. And I was waiting for the whistle already kasi nakadalawang hesitation na si Joe Devance. Worst possible scenario ang nangyari doon.
Oh yes, and let's take a look at this once again. Of course, this is in slow-mo, so it's much slower, but just nobody is going towards the ball. And Darwin Santos might have gotten away with a foul, but it was a let-go situation because he was practically hugging itong si Jervy Cruz. But then again, no protestations on the part of Coach Tim Cone and the rest of the Barangay Ginebra bench. That means they're guilty of that infraction.
So, wow, what a change of fortunes. Ngayon yung 15.8 para sa San Miguel na.
Masakit yun eh. And usually, of course, if you're an avid basketball fan, and if you're rooting for Barangay Ginebra, you have a chance to take the last shot. And if you take a basket, at least there's a 50-50 chance for you to win the ball game. But if you turn the ball over like that, that means you have zero chance to even attempt. Now the ball goes back to San Miguel, and San Miguel, who has a huge height advantage with Junmar Fajardo in tow, now can go for a high percentage shot.
Ikaw si Coach Leo Austria, ano instructions mo sa team mo? Wait till the last couple of seconds na lang, di ba?
Oh yes, take the last shot.
Sagarin mo na,
Yes, you make sure that you manage the game clock so well that Barangay Ginebra will not be able to go for a Hail Mary shot.
Pero ito yun, Coach. Make sure you inbound the ball first.
Ayun, yun ang
Kasi yun ang
nangyari.
nangyari sa kabila eh.
Yes.
No more timeouts, no more fouls to give. Both teams.
Yan na, maliwanag na yan. So titignan ulit natin dito. They can actually go for an Alex Cabagnot pick and roll play, or they will just pin down Junmar Fajardo for a post-up play.
That's an easy inbound. And San Miguel could win this. Junmar rolling. Misses it. Oh! The tip from Marshall. Marshall Lassiter crashing the boards. No more timeouts. He never have to go quickly. 3.2 remaining. Scotty takes it. Spins. And San Miguel, which has not led since the first quarter, will take a 2-0 series lead by grabbing the win in the last 5 seconds of overtime.
Oh, this can be so deflating for Barangay Ginebra. They were in complete control of this ball game. They were one defensive rebound away to go to second overtime. But again, Marshall Lassiter, key baskets, not from his usual spot, which is the three-point range. But the last 4 points at least came from second chance opportunities, that aggressive offensive rebounding, and second chance point. Great management of the game plan for the Beermen.
Super play na yung na-setup nila rito eh. But for some reason, nagminti si Junmar Fajardo and Marshall Lassiter for the second time at crucial tip in. Not known for plays like that itong si Marshall Lassiter, pero ang timing niya impeccable. And Scotty Thompson pa ang kalaban niya
Yun.
sa rebound play na yun. That even gives it plus points yung ginawa niya ron.
23 big points, and this is the time we're in. It is a huge disadvantage for you not to have timeouts left. With 3.2 seconds remaining, they had to inbound from the farthest end of the court, and they turned the ball over once again, and San Miguel finding ways to win with a 2-point squeaker against Barangay Ginebra.
Almost unbelievable. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals para kay Lassiter. And a 2-point win. Wow. You know, as I said, they had not led since the first period. Early in the first period, Coach Ryan, but at the end of the game. Wow. Ito ang ating Magnolia Pambansang Manok Best Player of the Game. Ang pangalan niya, Marshall Lassiter, Coach Ryan.
Oh yes, you talked about it. 25 big points. Key baskets here in the first overtime. And big shots from the outside. But what is so amazing is that he was only good for 1 point in the first 2 quarters and scored 24 the rest of the way.
The crowd is stunned here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, but the best player of the game is with Carlo Lizardo.
Kasama natin ngayon ang ating Magnolia Pambansang Manok Best Player of the Game, Marcio Lassiter. Marcio, this game was just crazy. And you know, even if you guys were playing catch-up basketball, you showed so much composure in the end game. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we knew coming to this game it was going to be a really hard fight. It was going to be intense. You know, Ginebra came out real strong in the first half, and pretty much the whole game we kept at it. So proud of all my teammates who played today, and the coach staff. We just came out and played hard and never gave up. Just a true championship strength and pride we had.
And your timing was great here in this game. You stepped up right when your team needed it. What was going through your mind during that last play?
You know, the coach drew up the play. I just wanted to be aggressive, and luckily, you know, I found Jumar wide open, so I hit him. And after that, you know, I just didn't want to give up on the play. And after that, you know, just never give up. You know.
And what did you like about your team's effort here in this win today?
You know, honestly, it was all our players just played tremendously today. You know, I can't thank all our players. It wasn't me. It wasn't Jumar. It was everyone. Everyone came out to play. You know, the fans were incredible. I heard you all game long, and you know, it's not over. You know, we just got 2 games. We still need 4 more total. So, just like them, they need 4. We need 4 wins. We need 2 more. So that's all that matters.
Any greetings?
Definitely got my family here. You know, thank you everyone who's supporting us. Melo, Monte, Marcel, Miles, my wife Geraldine, my mom, love you. Early birthday greetings to Monte coming up on Tuesday. You know, Frank's in the house. I see you guys. Otto family, the San Miguel Beer fam. Hey, happy birthday who today is. There you go. Danny, Bustin', hey, everyone. Come out to Game 3, just watch and continue to support us in the PBA. And Game 3 is going to be exciting just as Game 2, so can't wait to see y'all there.
Thank you so much, Marcio. Good job today. Now let me turn you over to our post-game press conference.
Wala akong masasabi sa kanila. Talagang they played with a lot of heart and guts. And maybe because they are used to this kind of situation.
Coach, yung last play, yung tinuro niyo with Marcio and Jumar, yun talaga yung planning niyo for the final play?
Yeah, first, that's sabi ko nga chamba eh. Dahil instinct na ni Marcio yun eh. Just like what happened in our game against Akia. So that is part of the play. But on the first movement, nagkaroon ng opportunity. But tonight, Marcio talagang kukuha ng bola. And then, he executed it well. Junmar, it happens na Junmar, na-miss niya yung layup. But the presence of mind, Marcio is always there, and na put it back niya. And that's why sabi ko, this is chamba eh. But chamba man tatanggapin ko ng maluwag sa kaluban dahil a win is a win. Well, maybe because of the players pump up sila eh. They just want to have a good start by running up tempo, but Ginebra has a better plan against us, and I think in the first half until the last 5 minutes of fourth quarter effective yung game plan nila. Maganda yung game plan nila, but slowly naka-recover kami, and then pagdating nung fourth quarter, I think we have a good run, and nagmamadali pa rin kami dahil we committed a lot of turnovers do sa stretch, but Arwin is always there naman kung makakailangan mo. If not for Arwin's tying basket from the 3-point area, I think it's already 1-1. But 2-0 is I think a good bural muster para sa amin, and I think Game 3 is very important for us. For them, mahirapan sila mag-isip kung paano. But siguro papanoorin muna namin yung tape kung saan kami nagkamali, kung saan kami mag-a-adjust, and we will be ready come Tuesday game.
Well, what can we say? What a crazy ending to an exciting, energy-filled ball game between these two top-tier squads. 104-102 naging final score. San Miguel Beermen whooping it up as though they had won already a final seat or perhaps even the finals. Sapagkat napaka-unexpected nung panalo. Yung wala na talaga sa grasp mo. You've been trailing since the early minutes of the ball game. You were down by 15 and yet you force overtime and you win at the last 3 seconds of the game. Coach Ryan Gregorio, crazy ending.
And yes, of course, during regulation, it was Arwin Santos who tied the ball game with his booming three-point shot, and that putback of Lassiter called it game. It was definitely frustrating on the part of Barangay Ginebra, and my heart bleeds personally because of the performance of Capiral.
That's
26 points for him as early as the second quarter. Sinagay na natin, best player of the game na. Pero hindi nanalo yung Barangay Ginebra.
That's right. All they had to get was the victory para si Prince Capiral sana yung kausap ni Carlo Lizardo, but it was not meant to be. Let's look at the highlights ng ating laro dito. Started out with a barrage of 3-pointers, di ba? Nag-press muna si Chris Ross. That's why they led 3-0. Tapos hindi na lumamang. Itong San Miguel, all the way na yan. Tabla-tabla na yan. Then the lead given by Japet with that dunk, 10-8. And they didn't look back. But slowly but surely, ito yung Prince Capiral na lahat halos na tinira. Pasok, no? Career high ang kanyang nagawa, Coach Ryan.
Yes, and he had 10 points in the first quarter. He was just taking shots as if piso-piso lang yung laban. They had a total of 30 points here in the first quarter. Their best scoring performance in a quarter in this series.
And Japet was hitting those jumpers from the left, the right, slamming it through. May game plan ng Barangay Ginebra, and at least in the first half, they were able to carry it out. Ang ganda ng ginawa nila. Pinahirapan talaga ang San Miguel Beermen, but we had said it time and again during the coverage, Coach Ryan. San Miguel was doing just enough to handle out.
Oh yes, the big guys of Barangay Ginebra were able to make their shots from the perimeter. We've talked about Capiral. Also, itong mga tira ni Joe Devance early in the ball game, even in the overtime period. San Miguel still tried to put their running shoes going by running Barangay Ginebra because they felt like Barangay Ginebra lacks at least 3 players in their normal rotation. So baka mapagod. But Marshall Lassiter also happened in the third quarter. 1 point. We've talked about that extensively. In the third quarter, he came alive after being down by 13 points. Naging 3 na lang itong hinahapon ng San Miguel.
And then this guy, halos absent, invisible throughout the ball game. 2 big 3-pointers. That was the first one of them. Joe Devance answered with an undergoal stab. But ito yun, off a broken play na tinapit ni Junmar papunta sa kanyang bola. Tied it up with 13 seconds to go. Hindi na nakashoot ang Barangay Ginebra, forcing an overtime. This was that last play. Scotty missed time to jump slightly, which could have won it, and then naubos ang oras. And that overtime was crazy because it looked like Ginebra, Coach Ryan, was on the way to victory in that overtime period. 95 all ang naging umpisa nung extra 5 minutes na yan. But, well, San Miguel had other ideas.
At that one was, I thought, a killer 3 by JDB, but there was still a lot of time left. Yes, they're up by 4 points. They needed this putback. From who? From Marcel Lassiter. It was not his usual 3-pointer, but he was able to score on that possession. This is, I thought, the biggest blunder for Barangay Ginebra. Chance for them to score with 15.8 seconds remaining, or at least get the last crack at the basket. But they turned the ball over because of that violation dun sa out-of-bounds play. And then, for the second time around, on a putback, Marcel Lassiter to call it game. No timeouts left for Barangay Ginebra as a result, finding ways to win. 3-time PBA champs, all-Filipino, that is getting a squeaker of a ball game by 2 points.
So that ends that game dito sa loob ng Araneta. Pero bukas may game sa Mall of Asia naman. Game 2 ng seryeng Magnolia. NLEX lamang dyan ang NLEX ng 1-0. Okay, nag-overtime tayo. So we'll cut this already here from the Big Dome for Coach Ryan Gregorio, Carla Lizardo, the guys, Koy, si Randy, si Merv, Joan, si Roy, the rest of the ESPN 5 crew. I'm Charlie Cuna saying thank you for joining us. Ginebra is down now 0-2. San Miguel pulls it out at the end of overtime.